Starting this Saturday, you can get the Diamonds Direct unbeatable value price on any item. Pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. You can even finance the tax. This amazing offer starts this Saturday at the all-new Diamonds Direct showroom off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds. On approved credit.
A roof is a home improvement that will protect your home and get you a good return on investment. Mike Dempsey here for Universal Roofing. All of the roofs come with a 25-year transferable guarantee. Folks, this is your forever roof. There's no one better than Universal Roofing because they're the safest, most highly skilled roofing contractor in town on all types of roofs. They have industry-leading warranties and outstanding customer service. So visit universalroof.com to schedule a free inspection. That's universalroof.com.
Metro Rooter Plumbing is not gimmicky and doesn't have a cute tagline. Metro Rooter Plumbing is always professional, no exceptions. Metro Rooter Plumbing will diagnose solutions to fix wasteful, harmful, or unsafe plumbing problems. The diagnosis is free, and if you feel comfortable, they'll begin work right away. If you'd prefer to hold off, that's okay too. Metro Rooter plumbers are not high pressure, they're just good quality plumbers. Google Metro Rooter to schedule your appointment. They even offer same-day service, including Saturday and Sunday. MetroRooter.com.
Oh, guys, we're just about a week away from real, honest-to-goodness NFL season. You know what that means? It's time to bet, win, and get paid at MyBookie.ag. MyBookie.ag has more odds and more prop bets than any other sportsbook, and absolutely nobody pays out faster. You get your cash when you want it. Sign up now, and MyBookie will double your first deposit. I didn't stutter. Double. That's up to $1,000 in free money to bet your favorite teams. Want more? How about $100,000 more? You win MyBookie's first ever NFL handicapping super contest, and $100,000 is all yours. Don't play on some no-name sportsbook. Bet with the best at MyBookie.ag. Use the promo code RADIO today to get your exclusive double your money offer. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code RADIO. Play, win, and get paid at MyBookie.ag.
Hi, this is David Cooksey with McCall Service. Is your backyard your playing field? Call McCall and team up with Centricon, the toughest standalone termite solution on the market. Put the Centricon system in your starting lineup and protect your home today. Call McCall. We do it all. The official partner of the Florida Gators.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
When's the last time you had fun mowing the yard? Gravely thought so. It's time to check out the industry-leading ZTHD series mower along with the full line of Gravely zero-turn mowers. Fast, efficient, and fun to operate. Zip through your yard work, getting the job done right, having time left for family, and enjoying your weekend. The full line of Gravely zero-turn mowers is perfect for the landscaper, but priced for the homeowner. Get 0% financing with approved credit at Coastal Equipment.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update brought to you by TIA Bank. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Huge news for the Jaguars as yesterday reports were released that linebacker Quincy Williams had returned to practice. Williams has been out since having surgery to repair a torn meniscus. Hayes Carline had the chance to catch up with Quincy on whether he will be playing Thursday against the Falcons.
Really, like I said, the process is up to them, but if they'll lead up to me, whenever my name get called, I'll be ready. So whether that's one play, two play, warm up, fourth down on a kneel, I'm going to be out there ready. So that's the biggest thing. So like I said, I'm going to leave it up to them. If they ask me, my name get called, I'm ready.
DJ Chark also returned to practice yesterday. He has not been cleared from concussion protocol that he suffered in the game against the Dolphins, but his attendance shows progress. 8:02 and 76 degrees, time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, we're back on a CPR Contracting Wednesday. They don't patch concrete problems, they solve them. So if you're an architect, engineer, contractor, property manager, construction engineer, anybody who has big-time concrete structures and they need new life, then just give them some CPR with CPR Contracting, restoring and protecting all concrete structures. So they work with other general contractors. There's a job that's too specialized for you. Get some CPR for any and all commercial concrete projects. Go to cprcontracting.com. I have a Shazam Spotlight here, and it's distressing me.
Okay.
Now, it's a small number, but it's a number nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because this is the way America works today, and the
America,
social media and instant opinion, I'm going to have to blame someone for this. So might need your help there. But first, the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. Something has happened for the first time in 30 years, and it bothers me, and it's the assassination, it's the attack on what we love by those that have never put on a jockstrap or picked up a ball. That is what annoys me.
What is that?
To allow the non-competitors to dictate to, athletes and competitors whether what they do is worthy or safe or otherwise, but
I don't follow it.
I got it right here. I'm setting it up.
All
right. For the first time in 30 years.
Here we go.
Participation in high school sports has dropped.
Yes.
Led by a decline in football and the assassination of that sport by any and everyone, by Hollywood and movies like The Concussion, by non-athletes and women and men that have never played sports, never played football. And the 2018-19 total, which is almost 8 million, was a decline of almost 50,000 from the previous school year.
Well,
the last time that we had a decline in sports participation was back in 1988-89.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
The group that's getting killed is 11-man tackle football.
Well, let's not stick our head in the sand either about the dangers of football. There are certainly some inherent dangers when you sign up to play the sport, but there have also been a lot of positive steps taken towards keeping everyone safe. I have two sons, both played at different levels up to high school. My second son, my first son, I allowed to play Pop Warner at the age of 7 or 8. I probably wouldn't do that again. I would probably let him play flag football.
Well, that's interesting, too, because, at least to my knowledge, your first son went through with no problems, no complaints.
He got a concussion in high school, but that was it. But when you read things like, there's some frightening things happening for those who have played at the highest of levels. Like Jordan Reed. If I was Jordan Reed's significant other or Jordan Reed is a tight end for the Washington Redskins who just has had his recorded 7th concussion. 7, Jeff.
No, I get the dangers. I do.
I think it's time for Jordan Reed to not play anymore, quite honestly.
Football is kind of separate. I'm more concerned about overall sports participation.
But everybody should try to play a sport.
That's what I mean.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, football's down. That's not all of them.
Yeah,
we're down tens of thousands of.
I would have any of my, all 3 of my children, including my daughter, played sports in high school. And they should play sports in high school. And I would always tell them, pick one sport. You're going to do some sport. Well, I'm no good at any. Well, then you can run. Well, I can't run. Yeah, you can. You can go out and run.
I don't here's what's going to happen. At some point, someone's going to realize that while concussions in football are dangerous, so let's kill that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that girls soccer has 80% of the amount of concussions
That's fair too.
that boys football does. So girls, we can't play soccer anymore. And then where do you go?
Well, you have to, for me, watching the boys go through it, the good far outweighs the bad. So that's why and they love it, and it's a big part of their days.
And here's what else. I don't trust like the hyperbole embellishment of what the media does with every storyline. And it'll flare up. It'll be the most important, egregious thing in the world, and then it's forgotten a week later.
Yeah.
So you flare these things up. Listen, concussions are bad. You don't want to have one. It's not a death sentence.
No. And
your son who had a concussion is a fine, normal, adjusted young man.
Normal,
Well,
maybe not so much.
I will say that if you can.
He's fine.
And again, that's not minimizing. That's not minimizing concussions.
Might be a little off.
I don't. It's not minimizing concussions. I don't mean to do that, but it's. I mean.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Especially I played sports my whole life. I know you did too. We've talked sports. Sports is our livelihood.
Yes.
And it trickles up.
No,
it does.
listen, I do honestly think that there is. Listen, the other thing, and they don't have the numbers here, but like a sport like lacrosse
is
taken away.
And here's what, the irony.
Yeah, that's dangerous too.
Lacrosse is going to, if you take players from football, aggressive, men and women from football, put them in lacrosse, they're going to get the same concussions.
Oh, yeah.
It's real similar. It's not going to be different. Maybe more. They're not as protected.
Yeah, that's interesting. Speaking of football, by the way.
That's the Shazam Spotlight. Brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. I trusted the folks down at Murray to find the right vehicle for me, and they did, and we're all happy, and it was a great experience. So
good.
Trust them at ShazamAuto.com.
A nice moment for our friend Andrew Baselli, the Beeve. Back on scholarship at FSU.
Oh, good.
So
we just talked about him yesterday. I said how he had, had worked his way up to second string, and I bet you on that offensive line, he'll probably get some playing time this year.
Yeah, he's so congratulations. They had a nice little video presentation. They all call him up, and so it was good. It was good to see. He's earned it the second time around because remember he walked away from football and then he walked back on at FSU.
Dude, he went to just open tryout walk on. This kid who signed signed under scholarship, went to FSU, wasn't ready, didn't work, didn't enjoy it.
Very happy for him. He loves it.
And he's a junior, so he'll have 2 years, and maybe.
Yeah, very exciting. Good video. I love seeing it.
I saw that too.
My only problem with it really is his father and the Go Noles stuff that he's throwing out there again. So
yeah, well, we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
That makes sense for him to do that.
It does. Jeff, Bill Barnwell, let's go over a couple of these topics.
Bill Barnwell
has written an article.
ESPN analyst.
What matters this NFL preseason? What actually matters? And he's got some topics and says
injuries. That's like a runaway winner. The significant.
And he's more specific, like safety Derwin James foot injury.
Yeah, that matters a bunch.
Yeah,
Derwin James, by the way, is it gets every bit the acclaim and respect that Jalen Ramsey does.
Yes,
he's viewed right on par with Jalen. Plays a different position, but. We think Jalen Ramsey here is a future Hall of Famer. Well, Derwin James is graded as high as
once again the Chargers dealing with injuries, but that one matters. He throws in another injury here. This one you won't have as much comment on, but look, the Buffalo Bills signed this guy Mitch Morse to a big deal, a 4-year, $44.5 million deal, highest paid center in football. He suffered a concussion in late July. Has missed the first 3 preseason games. We talk about concussions. His history is concerning. At least 4 recorded concussions from his time with the Chiefs and missed 6 weeks with a concussion last season.
If you're a center, do you think your head is getting banged literally every play of a game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yes.
So if you got a concussion, you're playing wide receiver, you can manage your contact a little bit more. But if you are, and we also, it seems, and I don't know if this is accurate, but it seems the fewest concussions come on the lines of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but it seems that way to me. It seems like there are linebackers and running backs and receivers and tight ends and quarterbacks that are having fast-paced collisions.
Or are you having mini concussions every play?
Maybe you are. I don't know that. I don't know that. Yeah. But so, point being, if you are on one of those lines of scrimmage and you do get a full-blown concussion, it might be longer and harder to come back because you are getting that. Every play.
Josh Gordon's coming back. The return of Josh Gordon, if you had spread his numbers out, what he did with the Patriots, he would have had 1,200 receiving yards last year.
I don't know why, but suddenly, for the first time, I look at Josh Gordon coming back as Brandon LaFell-ish. There was a stat,
when you have N'Keal Harry, Edelman,
Rookie.
Demaryius Thomas, it can only help.
Oh, sure. The thought used to be, at least for me, and then maybe this is fantasy football tinged, was that if Josh Gordon came and played a full year, he's going to catch 110 balls for 18 touchdowns, like he did that 1 year in Cleveland. Whereas now I don't feel that way.
Starters sitting. The march of the league has been toward risking starters less frequently during the preseason for years now, but that trend has accelerated. The key mover was likely Sean McVay, kept most of his first-team offense out of the entirety of 2018, repeated his decision again this time around. in a copycat league, has fallen in love with many of McVay's choices. In addition to Jared Goff, 4 other teams have sat their starting quarterback for the entire preseason.
I don't think they're following McVay's lead there, by the way. They're giving McVay a little too much credit. I think we're trending this way.
Trubisky,
Yeah.
Rodgers, Rivers, Wentz, Goff all have not thrown a pass.
Nor do they need to.
Drew Brees has thrown 6 passes. Deshaun Watson is at 7. Joe Webb has thrown 86 of Houston's 99 pass attempts. The final tipping point for fans who are forced to pay over the odds for preseason tickets as part of their regular season package is likely to the complete absence of their star quarterbacks. It's one thing for a rabid fan base like Eagles and Packers who have season ticket waiting lines, but how can the Chargers ask fans to buy home preseason tickets if they're not even going to see a series from Rivers, let alone Joey Bosa?
Well, by the way, I understand that's good to emphasize the point. Seeing a series isn't doing it for you either.
No, but it's time. The time has come now for the NFL.
End this charade.
It's been time. It's overdue, and the NFL needs to figure out different.
The NFL's not afraid to overreact, by the way, and they hear it. It's coming from every angle. Like I said yesterday, this thing has evolved from a home market complaint to anywhere in the country thinking, well, that's not fair. And fairness right now is, in referendum in this country.
Around the league, there's a real concern about Jimmy Garoppolo.
He bounced back. He was good last week.
Well,
no, you're telling me?
Well, they said he looked better, but his footwork is choppy, especially at the end of a longer drop or when he turns his back to the defense, has to work off play action. The Chiefs barely pressured Garoppolo, which allowed him to cycle through his progressions and make throws from a steady base. So it'll be interesting to see how, and he's got to stay healthy. So look, they made him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Before he, really did much. And then, I forgot this, and it's shame on me, but he actually came over and went like 4 or 5-0 as a starter.
Yeah, like 5-1 or something.
At the end of the 2017 season.
Yes.
I forgot that. So he does have, so there is some documented success. It's a small sample, but he won his starts in New England for the most part, and then he was good in San Francisco, so I'm sure they thought.
Yeah. He was great in San Francisco.
Yeah.
He beat the Jags.
Yeah.
The Eagles.
A good Jags team, too, by the way.
A couple others. Eagles signing of quarterback Josh McCown. He says it matters just because of Wentz's injury history. Quarterback Taysom Hill's preseason. The Saints have a plan at quarterback. Drew Brees is going to lead the way. If he gets injured or struggles, Sean Payton re-signed Teddy Bridgewater to a 1-year deal. He'll exist somewhere between those two in a role somewhere between quarterback and gadget player.
Teddy Bridgewater could have been the starter in Miami. You think he's rethinking that?
I don't know.
They sure seem to be setting that up that Taysom Hill is going to get every opportunity to be the quarterback when Brees leaves.
Kicker concerns. Anxious fan bases around the league get stressed when their kicker misses. Remember, the Vikings, they traded a 5th-rounder for that dude. He missed a bunch of them.
Yeah, he was so good against the Jags. I can remember coming back to that and saying, man, Baltimore may have the best kicking tandem in history. That Vedvik guy looks good. And sure enough, the Vikings traded for him 2 days later, and he missed like 3 kicks on Saturday.
So kicker concerns.
That's every year, though, right?
Yeah.
Every year, there's some couple of teams that cannot get their kicking game going.
Daniel Jones breakout is another one.
That one registers.
Yeah. So those are some of the issues that Bill Barnwell said have been part of this NFL preseason, which I think is pretty spot on. If I were to give you a Jaguars story, what would it be?
I think it is,
not whether it matters or doesn't matter, but what is the?
I think that it is also sitting all your players.
Doug Marone's easy camp.
Yeah, I go
quotes around easy.
Yeah, I go around the easy camp. It's more nobody playing in the preseason.
See, I think it's more
because nobody's playing.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah,
but I think the big story to me is Doug Marone's decision to run a different kind of training camp, a far different kind of training camp than the one he's used to.
I wonder who he.
I don't like to say the word easy. I want to take the word easy back.
It's not as physical.
It's not easy.
Not as physical.
Yes.
No hitting. Like Freddie Kitchens got the Browns hitting every day. They hit like 12 days in a row.
Any day they can.
Well, that's what I mean.
That is allowed by the
12
CBA.
allowables in a row they did. I mean, you can still hit something more than they did.
Yes.
The Jags did.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
All right, let's see what's trending on Twitter. You want to?
I'm game.
All right.
It's the Tap 5 at 8.
Tap 5 at 8.
Visit brewswithaz.beer.
Brews with a Z. 3 locations to serve you.
Coco Mania is trending in New York City. The 15-year-old Coco Gauff, who opened eyes at Wimbledon, played into prime time last night and won her match. Went 3 sets. So get ready for a lot of 15-year-old Coco Gauff as long as she can survive. I did see her potential path though.
Yeah, she's got
Osaka.
Yeah.
And
in
she
the
also
third round.
And Barty, she would have later, who's the number 2 seed, the Australian who won
tough,
the French.
tough road to hoe. Beef.
Number 5.
Number 5, Dan, you first brought it to our attention during
Yes.
the award-winning Downtime with Dan.
Thank you.
But a video posted by our very own Leonard Fournette.
That is by Leonard Fournette. He posted the video.
It says, is baby Fournette ready?
The answer is yes.
Yes. You got to ask the other kid's parents if he was ready.
No, he wasn't.
He was not ready for what was about to happen to him.
Book of Nation unloaded little
My
Leonard.
goodness.
How old would you say that little Leonard is?
Five, 5, 6?
I was about to say 5 or 6, yeah.
Maybe 5.
Delivers a hit like a 29-year-old man.
He looks like 4 to me.
My goodness.
I mean,
it looks like it's a running back drill. It's a running back, like linebacker drill.
Yeah.
You know,
He just
one ball
kinda-
carry, makes a cut, and guy goes on track.
Kind of chanked him. He didn't wrap him up. He just
blew him up.
Just
Yeah,
blew him
poor
up
form
with
on
his
the other
shoulder
kid,
pad.
man.
The other little kid flew through the air a couple of
That's
feet.
it almost
Look,
looks
man.
edited.
like they
flies
tell
a couple
like they
feet.
tell the boys in the big league.
Yeah.
You don't try to tackle Leonard Fournette up high.
Yeah. What was Leonard's reaction? Ooh.
We'll share the video on the 1010XL Twitter feed. It's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That kid got wrecked.
Yeah.
Number 4.
That
Poor
kid
little
may
As
kid,
we just
man.
talked about
Poor little
concussions.
4-year-old's going to have to get shown all over the country getting lit up.
No.
Good thing is he won't know it. Just give him
parents will,
Just
though.
give him a juice box. He'll be all right.
Number 4, guys.
Yes.
Shifting
I
gears.
have a fearless prediction that boy's daddy gets in a fist fight in the next week.
Number 4, guys. Coming this fall, where the Golden State Warriors are moving across the bay, right?
Yes,
Headed
they
over
are
the
going to
new-
San Francisco.
The new
yeah.
Chase Center in San Francisco. It's massive, and now they're pulling back the curtains and letting people get a look at the Chase Center. It's gorgeous. And guys, if you have a couple bucks laying around, if you want to go kind of group in on this, we'll pool our funds and pick up one of the 32 Google Cloud courtside lounges. They're really great, guys. They come with a butler, a room you can use year round, like a lounge. And
What do you mean? You just go down to hang out at the stadium
just
for
hang
the
out at the
afternoon?
arena, and it includes
Oh, my God.
premium seats to every event at the arena, no matter
All right,
if it's a Warriors
can
game,
I guess the price?
a
Is that what
concert,
we're doing?
or anything else. Yes, this is a year-round commitment.
How
right.
many? How many
32.
events?
All right.
Well, it's
There's a ton of events. You got
Yeah.
concerts and
right.
basketball.
You got
and-
40 NBA games.
And I can go to any one I want.
anything you want. You got
Probably,
premium seats.
probably 100 events
Right.
a year then.
Yeah,
You go
I'd
to the
say-
Warriors, Monster Jam,
Yeah.
Barbra Streisand, doesn't matter.
And
You
you're
got a
saying
seat.
front row, butler,
premium
room.
seats, a butler, a room with a giant
Is it
mega
one-
screen.
Are you talking about one seat or two?
32.
Well, there's
32
32
people.
of these suites.
Okay, so what does each one cost?
How much do so they can sit in the suite as well? I'm going to say that is about $6 million a year.
There's a price range. Jeff, you are on the high side. Good news. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
Danny, you want to take a
Jeff's
guess,
on the
a
high
stab?
side, but it's got to be 5.
It'll cost you between 1.2 and 2.25.
1.2, I'm in. I'm just going to find 30 buddies. What's
We'll split it
1.2
up.
million divided by 30?
It's
Taylor
only,
Dahl,
it's
you
only,
got a
it's only
calculator there?
$400.
No, that's Hicken.
I did the math. It's
Is
$3.50.
Is it 40 grand a piece?
That's
Probably.
bargain.
It's probably 40 grand a piece, which is
Yeah.
a lot. But for a whole year, if you got
No.
that kind of money, you don't
Yeah,
split.
if you these are the CEOs of all the
40
Fortune
grand if you have 30 friends.
Yeah, all the
40
Fortune 500 companies who have those are the guys, and they'll buy it themselves. And
Sure.
yeah, obscene amount of money.
It's an obscene
Yeah,
amount of money.
that's-
Yes.
We sound like a good year, though.
Number 3.
Andrew Luck, if he moves back out to Northern California, he can afford it.
You can afford it.
He's got nothing going on.
Nothing.
He's got the cash. Speaking of guys who got some cash and went out on a high note, your guy, Jeff, Jeopardy James, he put out a tweet.
This guy has the potential, like this football season, to get on our nerves.
Become an unlikable
Well,
guy.
Yeah, to
So-
become like know-it-all guy, and yeah.
So Jeopardy James put out a tweet about Andrew Luck, but the verbiage of it has a lot of his fans wondering if he's casually referring to himself, and did Jeopardy James tank his own Jeopardy streak? As James said, I hope to be as brave as Andrew Luck one day. Imagine reaching the pinnacle of the only job you've ever trained for, finding no joy in it, and having the guts to do the right thing for yourself, even though millions of fans will hate you for it.
Yeah, if he's going to sell me that he lost on purpose, I'm not buying.
Yeah.
You're not buying it?
What joy do you lose by racking up $100,000 a day with, it's not like he's getting sacked in the pocket. Hey, there you go. Step one towards unlikability, Dan, right there. Exhibit A.
There's
Jeopardy
that.
Jimmy.
Number 2.
Number 2, guys. Talk about uncomfortable situations. Really,
Yes,
we had the VMAs
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Okay.
Dan, we talked about it yesterday.
We did.
We were recapping the VMAs.
We were talking about some of the hit songs that won.
And
K-pop.
apparently we had a case of mistaken identity. Look, it can happen to any of us, especially when you're this man's age. Maybe you don't stay up with what the kids are up to. Now, this is Taylor Swift, Dan.
Okay.
Taylor Swift was a big factor at the VMAs.
All right.
And unfortunately, John Travolta apparently doesn't 100% know what Taylor now looks like, or Taylor Swift looks like.
He probably does not know what I look
Doesn't
like.
100% know what Taylor Swift looks like.
All right.
And apparently he mistook someone else for Taylor Swift. The person he mistook for Taylor Swift was Jade Jolie. Jade Jolie's an alum of RuPaul's Drag Race. Jade Jolie is a drag queen.
Oh, gosh.
Who, by the way, dresses up like Taylor Swift.
Yes.
So,
It's an honest mistake.
I think at this stage I'd rather meet Jay Jolie than Taylor Swift.
Maybe
anyway.
so.
I need to see
Maybe
Jolie.
so.
Taylor
And
Swift's another one who's let her popularity as a little
I heard something-
teeny bopper pop star go to her head like she's won the Nobel Peace Prize or that she's got a physics degree. Honey, sing another song about a breakup and leave the big boy stuff to the big boys.
Oh,
Number 1.
I heard that Taylor Swift, to get away from paparazzi and stuff, has her security put her in a suitcase, and they
I've heard that too, like a giant
She's real
suitcase.
weird.
Yeah.
She's turned into a weird young lady.
Oh, dear.
That they would jam that giant gangly girl into and
I'll have to talk
wheel her to a car.
I don't understand.
Talk to your girl.
Pop her a text, Dan. What up, Taylor?
I'll text at her.
And lastly,
Number 1.
number 1, I know it's getting on some people's nerves.
Yes.
But this Carly Lloyd NFL thing
Yes.
does not seem like it's going away.
Well, we know whose nerves it's getting on.
Yes.
That's what you're implying.
Her trainer,
Most people's.
a lot of people. Her trainer said that although she's gotten offers for this year, she's not going to try it this year. But if she's serious about it. Lloyd even said
That's called marketing, by the way. That keeps the story alive.
Carly Lloyd marketing, right?
Yes.
Carly Lloyd said,
that
I'm
keeps the
having
story alive for 6 months.
discussions with
8
my
months,
husband and
10
James
months.
about the reality of playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
They both feel that I could do it and should consider it. So I'm seriously
Carly
considering
Lloyd
it as a challenge.
Seen a football game before? Does she understand what a kicker does in the NFL? It's not.
Other than just kick.
This isn't soccer, right?
Yeah.
You understand? Does she understand that when they bring you out there for that 55-yard field goal, you're not allowed to run 7 steps into the ball? You have to just take a step and kick it?
I'm not so concerned about it. I think she could probably kick. I'm more concerned about her stature.
I don't.
What's going to happen when she kicks off, doesn't get it through, and the guy breaks it,
That
and
doesn't
she's
happen.
the last one left?
That hardly ever happens. But she does. Yeah, I'd be worried about her kicking it through the uprights.
Yeah.
Would be my number one concern.
All right.
And I'm more worried though about this fake news that she's got offers from NFL teams. This isn't minor league baseball. We don't trot out marketing gimmicks. We're the NFL, and this just in. There's 1,000 high school kids that can kick 55-yard field goals.
I thought you had a good point yesterday.
Paging Vince McMahon if you want some buzz.
Why not? If it's a soccer player you're after, why not Neymar?
Correct. You'd go for somebody whose leg
Why
is a
not
lot
Ronaldo?
stronger, right?
Maybe he can kick it from 80 yards.
Sure.
Well,
part of the reason is
I check.
Those guys make
What about Josh Lambo?
$40 million a year, and Carly Lloyd makes $120,000.
I'll ask Chris Reimer next time. He
by the
knows
way,
soccer. He can give us a kicker.
Let's don't stop there, though, Dan. I don't know if you saw this last night, but Carly Lloyd was at the Phillies game. She threw out the first pitch. It was a strike. Why don't you sign with them, too?
Oh, here we
right?
go. Here we go.
Is that mid-relief?
It'd be like the A's guy.
Sure.
That's what was the velocity, the velo?
I'm 50, but she could probably hit 70. That's enough.
That's what's trending. We'll come back and do a little brunch with the tour next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Catch the Jaguars' final preseason game at home against Atlanta, Thursday night at 7. Pre-game coverage starts at 3 on your home of the Jaguars.
1010XL brings you Jacksonville's most play-by-play coverage. The Florida State Seminole Report, brought to you by Performance Painting. Quality coatings applied with pride.
The second year under head coach Willie Taggart begins this Saturday when the Seminoles and the Broncos of Boise State face off at 7 o'clock from TIAA Bank Field. After a disappointing 5-7 season that included the end of a 36-year bowl streak, the Seminoles look to start the season led by James Blackman. The redshirt sophomore started 13 games, included 12 as a true freshman. Blackman became the favorite to be named the starter after the dismissal of Francois.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting!
Currently driving a Nissan, Toyota, or Acura, you can upgrade now. And Infinity of Orange Park will make your payments for 12 months. That's right, no matter what you drive, you can trade up to a new Infinity, and we'll make your payments for a year. Plus, they're backed by our exclusive complimentary lifetime warranty, a brand new Infinity, with payments until September 2020 on us. And a lifetime warranty. Rush to Jack Hanania's Infinity of Orange Park. Online at infinityoforangepark.com. That's $1,000 per month. Full details.
In celebration of our all-new showroom off Town Center Parkway, Diamonds Direct announces our best offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing on any purchase. Starting this Saturday, you can get the Diamonds Direct unbeatable value price on any item. Pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. You can even finance the tax. This amazing offer starts this Saturday at the all-new Diamonds Direct showroom off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds. On approved credit.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute has a new physical therapy and rehab center open in the Nocatee area. This will be the 11th facility in the North Florida region. The 2,300 square foot facility has extensive parking, custom-built amenities, a well-equipped gym area, and the same high level of care that patients have come to expect at Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Visit JOI.net for more information on the new location in Nocatee. JOI, go where the pros go.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The world is changing. Isn't it time smoking changed too? Meet Vuse Alto, a vapor product offering you a satisfying alternative to cigarettes. With long-lasting pods filled with liquid blended in the US, Vuse Alto delivers our highest performing vapor yet. Simple to use, surprisingly quiet, and impressively powerful. Vuse, leading the way today, tomorrow, and the future. Underage sale prohibited.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of Into the Night Replay.
I have defended Felipe Franks time and again and time and again and time, and he acted like a stupid drunken fan with his sideline tirades on Saturday. I lost tremendous respect for that man on Saturday.
Jags fans, a TIAA Bank debit card could be your ticket to London this November. With the TIAA Bank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the Jaguars take on Houston. For official rules and more details, visit TIAABank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents within the United States and D.C. 18 years and older. Or were prohibited. Entry period from 7/15/19 to 9/13/19. For official rules, how to opt in and register, how to enter by mail without making a debit card purchase, and other details, visit TIAABank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
If you're facing surgery or taking medications for erectile dysfunction, there is an alternative solution, Core Wave Therapy. This is Dr. West, board-certified urologist with the McKeever Clinic. With Core Wave Therapy, you'll experience an ED solution with many benefits over traditional therapies such as surgery or pills. The procedures are short, painless, and have no downtime.
Call 355-6583 or visit McKeeverClinic.com. That's MCIVER. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
After a major storm, you can count on JEA to safely restore power as quickly as possible. During Phase 1, we restore power to critical infrastructure, hospitals, shelters, and police and fire stations. In Phase 2, we put all our resources into restoring power to neighborhoods and businesses. And during Phase 3, we won't stop until every outage is resolved. Because when the community you serve is home, there's more than power on the line. To download JEA's Restoration 123 fact sheet, visit JEA.com. JEA, building a more resilient community.
FSU fans, the Party Shack Tailgate Village is offering special VIP pricing only for Florida State Boise State. For $39.95 plus tax, you'll have access to air-conditioned VIP suites, each with a top deck with sunshade, charging stations, Sonos sound systems, free Wi-Fi, and luxury air-conditioned restrooms on site. Plus, catered food provided by Publix and 4 drink tickets for beer or wine. Only $39.95 plus tax for FSU Boise State, and you can buy now at jacksvillage.com. That's jacksvillage.com.
Don't let foggy headlights darken your day or put you in harm's way. Lee & Kate's Glass offers headlight restoration to get yours looking like new. For more information and to request a quote, visit leeandkatesglass.com.
Tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops this Labor Day weekend for the Trade-In, Trade-Up sale. Trade in your golf balls and get $3 towards a new dozen. Trade in your shoes and get $10 towards a new pair. Trade in your golf bag and get $25 towards a new one. And get a 50% bonus trade-in on your old clubs. And remember, be sure and check out the new T-Series irons from Titleist. It's all happening now through Labor Day at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, serving golfers since 1968.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Now, brunch with the tour. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Thank you, Chick-fil-A. Thank you, Chris Reimer.
Hello.
Bought some goodies today. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Your good egg. Pun intended.
Everybody got their season-ending shirts, hats, tumblers.
Congratulations to Beef for
T-shirts.
winning the pool.
Beef got a hat that might fit him.
Champion of life.
Yeah.
Looks good. FedEx Cup representing.
Congratulations to me, who will have to spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Lots of good things happening here today. But
Congratulations to me for not coming in last.
that's big for you.
Yeah.
Maybe the first time in 3-4 years.
It's been a while.
That's a step in the right direction.
It was the pressure of the wheel that
Correct.
made you do some work.
That or it was Tom Alter and Stuart Moore's cameo appearances where they
Could
made
be.
good picks for me.
Could
I think
be.
they're the ones who won tournaments for me.
Could be. So let's before we look ahead, let's talk about.
Let's look back.
What's the feel from you guys after this new format tour championship?
Yeah. Anytime you do something new, especially with the Twitter world we live in, you open yourselves up for the naysayers and the people who just like to make a living out of complaining. I think it definitely simplified
right
where people were in the standings and the understanding of who was going to win the FedEx Cup.
Okay.
One thing I didn't think of is not only did it simplify it for the fans and the people watching and the
Players.
fans on site, but the players. Patrick Reed made a good point of if I'm out on the golf course on Sunday and I'm trying to win the FedEx Cup and I'm looking and I have to think of all the permutations of Justin Rose has to bogey too and I got to do
right.
It's much easier just to look at a leaderboard and know, okay, I got a birdie.
Hey, who won it?
If it had been a normal tournament,
In a normal tournament, Rory would have won.
He would have won too.
He won the 72
Yeah, because he came
hole.
from behind.
And he won by 3 or 4 strokes.
This is the only thing about the new. It seems new, even though it's the same. They've just changed the dynamic.
Sure.
It just seems too haphazard to give a guy $15 million. Like, I don't feel like Rory McIlroy earned $15 million by grinding through the season in the playoffs. I think he just happened to win the $15 million tournament.
He won the 15. Now, he would have won because of 72-hole stroke play, but he also won because he was given strokes because of his regular season.
I understand
If you
that.
look at the top of the leaderboard, right, if you actually look at Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Brooks Koepka, Justin Thomas, those are the 4 guys. 3 of them had the best seasons on tour.
No,
And then one of them had great playoffs. My point is like
I guess
this
my
particular
point. I guess
time
I'm just coming to grips with the
Right.
fact that after all these years, I'm not really in favor of how they do it, and not that I didn't enjoy watching the tournament. It just seems like an awfully big. I don't know why I care, but it just seems like $15 million is too much. To be
To
honest with you.
me-
it feels like they should get $5 million for winning the FedEx Cup, and not. I understand the 10 when they started because you needed some punch.
You know, it's funny, Reimer. I don't mind the $15 million, but Paul Casey shot 2 over and made $2.5 million.
Yeah, like to me, it would have been different if Ches Reavie had come from behind and won the $15 million. Like there's a guy who didn't necessarily have the greatest season. If he would have, he finished at 6 under, which is still 12 strokes off the lead, but If one of those guys comes back who just did, to me, Rory McIlroy and Brooks Koepka clearly had the best seasons on tour. Xander Schauffele's next, and then Justin Thomas performed the best in the first 2 playoff events. So
what did Brooks win
This
year?
He didn't win not that much, really.
What did he win?
He won a major.
One major.
No. He won a major at WGC and an event in Korea. So he won 3 times with a major and a WGC.
So
the WGC wasn't in the U.S. either, was it?
No, it was in Memphis. He beat Rory final group in Memphis. Yeah.
So is he a slam dunk player of the year, or does Rory get some votes? That's what I'm leaning into.
I think going into the week, even when people ask Rory if you win, do you have a chance to be player of the year? People are like, Brooks has a major and 3 wins.
Right.
I think the fact that Rory also won the scoring average title and had more top 10
Is
finishes.
that still called the Varden Trophy, or do they don't do it anymore?
Sure.
You don't know. Okay.
And won and had the most top 10s. All of a sudden, there are these discussions that it's now at least
Has there
a
ever been a
two-person
player
race.
of the year who did not win a major?
It's a great question. I think
Because
so.
it'd be-
Yeah, because there were
yes.
guys with like 5 wins who won different things, but
The major is just such the
people with a lot of
in sport. I mean, there are so many casual sports fans that don't even know where the tour plays other than the majors.
Right.
I mean, the major.
But Rory won the Players.
He won the Players.
The Canadian, which is a big event.
And
I mean, it's not,
he won the bookends of what we referred to as the season of championships.
Yeah.
It started in March with the Players, and then you go through each month having a major championship, and it ends in August with the FedEx Cup.
Yeah.
So he won the 2 kind of pieces of bread in that sandwich.
I think Koepka still wins.
But at least it's a
But
conversation.
I wonder if I got to think there's at least a debate, and I think
Sure.
Rory will get some votes, don't you, or no?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think it's not just
Think it
what
matters?
It's not just what
Rory
they won.
cares?
Yeah, Player of the Year.
I think he
that's a
does.
good. I think it's a. I mean, I don't think he's going to campaign for it.
No,
I don't know
and
how.
I don't think Brooks will either. At the end of the day, it's another accolade.
This
It's
is
not-
kind of my point.
Brooks
Golf-
probably hopes he doesn't win it so he can have another chip on his shoulder.
This is kind of my point when it comes to golf. And don't get me wrong, I embrace and respect and appreciate all these things. But golf fans, even, you remember one thing about golf: majors. No one knows who the players of the year were. If I gave you a player of the year pop quiz,
I think people will remember
you'd be
Rory's year.
50%.
Rory didn't win a major. I think they'll remember his year.
You know where the one more criticism on the tour, tour championship, and look, ultimately had people talking, so it worked. Woods and Lowry should be in it.
So here,
if you win a major, you ought to be in the final 30. I think that's what I would say. No matter what they do,
That's a
I don't
good idea.
care. If you win a major, you ought to be in the
There
final
was
30.
there was discussion. The majors right now are worth 600 FedEx Cup points,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're 50 more points than the WGCs, same
Yeah,
as the Players. Okay?
yeah.
There was discussion points that should they be worth more?
Yeah.
Should a playoff event be worth 1,100 and a
Would that
major
get you
be
in?
600?
I think it should qualify you. I
So-
think if you win a major, you should qualify, and then guess who doesn't get in? Number 30. Whoever the 30th guy, like Lucas Glover. I don't know who was 30th. I know, I'm just
Jason Kokrak.
Yeah, right. I mean, you'd rather see, and I don't know if Tiger would have been able to play, but I'm just saying, if you win a major, and
So I think the point
You ought to
you're
be
making
in.
is major should have more, not necessarily qualified, but be worth more points.
yeah,
There were people saying that playoffs shouldn't be worth as many points. The issue with that is here's what the playoffs have created. And I think if you're a golf fan, whether you want to criticize the FedEx Cup as gimmicky, whatever you want to say about it, the playoffs and the FedEx Cup mean that Rory, Justin, Dustin, Brooks
Are playing at
Patrick,
the end of the year.
They play 3 events in a row at the end of the year.
That's true.
They would,
And that's become so common that we forget that was
Right.
that was a complaint.
Last put at the PGA, we didn't see
Yeah.
Phil and Tiger till November.
Yeah.
They were
That-
gone.
that's a good point.
So, as a golf fan, if you don't like it,
Uh-huh.
go tune in to some of the fall events and take a look at those fields.
I think too.
Fair.
I think another aspect to the yearly commentary is how good and competitive was the tournament. Unfortunately, Rory made the tournament boring as get out. There was nothing to watch this weekend. He jumped out to that huge lead on Saturday, never lost it. It was I tried to get into it, and you hate to try to get into a golf tournament by wishing this guy makes 3 bogeys in a
Sure.
row. No one came at him. He didn't come back enough.
It was
And
Sunday when he made the turn that it never really became close.
Never became close.
Sunday, I tuned in at the beginning because there's this great stacked leaderboard, and it fizzled a little bit.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that it started on Saturday. That's
Yeah.
not accurate. But look, a lot of people tune in for the back
Right.
9 on Sunday. That's the most golf they watch. And, he had that 4-shot lead and just didn't get. He may have even taken it up to 5 at one point. He never gave it back.
So you don't believe? By the way, on Twitter also, somebody tweeted in the same thing I just asked you. Can you ask him if you win a major, should you automatically qualify? Would you say no to that? Because you seems like you're saying no. You're saying just give more points. I say automatically qualify.
I don't think you should automatically qualify.
Okay,
because
why?
I do think it's a season-long award. It's not a one. It's a season-long points race. It's not
but
a 1 week.
the majors are so highly valued in your sport.
Sure. And you reap the rewards of winning a major. Shane Lowry is very fine having a claret jug.
Oh, sure.
And not, I'm sure he wanted to make it to East Lake.
Yeah.
Tiger played 12 events. He had 2 top 10 maybe finishes.
Yeah.
Like he
Tiger should get a lifetime exemption.
and he was the defending champion of the Tour Championship. And from a ticket sales standpoint, we would have loved to have him there.
We wouldn't be having this discussion, by the way, I don't think, but I still believe it fair. But we wouldn't be having this discussion if Webb Simpson and Shane Lowry had won those 2 majors.
Correct.
Or, I'm just saying.
No one's crying for Shane Lowry. They're crying for Tiger Woods.
Correct.
But,
But it's still a neat. But for your season to celebrate your year, in my opinion, to celebrate the year of golf, which is what we're doing in the playoffs.
Yep.
Winning the majors should get you an automatic.
I think if you
invitation.
made the points worth more, it would get you closer to there, right? So if instead of 600 points, they were worth 800 or what? But you also don't want to devalue.
How much was
You
the
don't want to
difference?
devalue your entire season and just say it's
not
literally
devaluing it. We're-
only worth these 4 events. If you win one of these 4 events, you're in the Tour Championship. Don't worry
I'm
about
not devaluing it. I'm celebrating
I'll
my
be the
golf
one to
year.
devalue around here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying
Yes.
if,
I hear you.
if you want the Tour Championship
Agree to
to be
disagree.
a season-long
Get
race.
your commissioner on the phone. I'm going to go over your head.
But
I'm trying to help.
I can also see the value in making majors worth closer to what a playoff event is worth. Those 4 guys, those 4 winners, 5 winners when counting the players.
Yes.
Those winners have a right to say that I belong in the championship, that I belong in the playoffs.
You seem a little cranky today, are you?
I'm good,
Are you a little
man.
sleepy?
I'm happy.
I don't see any,
I'm good.
All right, you sure?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm ready for you to spin the wheel.
Huh?
What's wrong, man? We bring you down. Did I bring you down this year?
I don't think so.
We brought you down in some
think
way.
so.
You looks like a little.
That guy. Where's
looks like
that guy?
looks like a little-
Where's that
he's
guy?
either
Play some music.
disconnected, angry.
Play some music? No.
Yeah. Sad.
Thought we were having
Sad.
thought we were having a good discussion.
We are, but I
Okay.
just
I feel like
something.
I feel like our
My
Gators-
spider sense is
the Ga-
tingling.
the Gators won?
I feel like our jovial, smart alecky, take a shot here or there has finally worn you down. after all these
You're like
years.
the 3rd person to tell me I look tired this week.
Really?
I mean, 3 events in 5 weeks, coming off the end of the season.
You need a hug? Hickett will give you a hug. He's a hugger.
Let's hug it out.
Yeah, there you go. They like to hug. Both of them do. That's good. Good hugs. Good hugs, ladies and gentlemen.
I like it.
I'll give you a mental hug. I'm not a hugger. Dan knows this.
Just give me a little, a little affirmation.
Stanley was
Come
bubble,
here.
man.
Just a little fist bump. Oh,
Fist bump. There we go.
I can tell you the tingles happen a little more with the Jeff fist bump than
Wow,
the Dan
look at
hug.
that.
You
He'll
know?
come up and pull his shirt up for you and let you motorboat him.
Yeah,
Dan once motorboated me, but it wasn't out of love. He did it out of punishment.
It was out of lust. It felt like.
Dan once threw beef on the floor in the production, pulled up his shirt and motorboated him. I'm not kidding.
I will contend I was not thrown on the floor.
Is there HR? Is there an HR
could
at
have
this
been.
place?
This is before we had
This
the
is
meeting. in the
pre-HR,
packet.
yeah.
It was before the packet.
We've had numerous violations since then, so
Yeah. We
had-
cleaned it up
We
since
had
the
to tighten
packet
it up
came
a
out.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do with the wheel then?
Yeah, we still need to.
What do we have on there, Beef?
Beef, what are the options? I got to spin this
The currently
wheel.
standing options.
Yeah, but we kept some of them on there, and
We kept a couple from last time.
Reimer, you're very creative,
Yeah.
so you're good.
Well, I
at this.
said
We
Beef
put-
texted me asking for ideas.
Yeah, we-
These were the ideas I sent him back.
He told us those.
Did we like lunch with Miami
We
Joe?
kind of shot them all down, didn't we?
I'll be glad to take.
Eat a spoonful of mayo?
I will take Joe, you, Ox, and
Yeah,
and,
no,
and Mr.
no,
10
that's
to
not,
lunch anytime.
that's not a punishment. He likes those guys. He
But
likes
I'll-
hanging
but I'll
with
pay
them.
for it.
Eat a spoonful of mayo?
Well, if you're going to be paying
Mayo
for
doesn't
lunches,
matter.
you can take
Oh.
me to lunch.
Eat a full bag of gummy
about
bears.
mustard? You like
and
mustard, Hick?
Suffer from severe
Hick,
diarrhea.
Is there a condom you don't like? A condiment?
Stand 10 feet away, and we all get to serve one ping pong ball at you as,
I do like
as hard as
sting
we
pong.
can.
Also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I'm
didn't
fine
like
with-
any of those.
I'm good with
None
sting
of those
pong.
made the cut.
We can do well. I mean, if we
What
have
if you
to do that,
miss?
we can. Is there a
on
condiment
it.
you don't like, Hick?
Right.
Mustard or ketchup?
spoonful of
or-
ketchup does
or,
not
or
taste good.
relish or
No,
dill pickles or sweet pickles.
I mean,
or,
honestly, I could lie and say. I mean, I'm not.
No,
I'm
we
not
got
huge
fishes
with relish,
on there. He doesn't like
take
fish.
Take a giant bite out of a stick of butter.
Make him eat a piece of fish. That's
Yeah,
enough.
fish is
for
on
that.
there.
Yeah,
We have
fish.
fish. We have
I
to
might
get a
puke.
segment of his body hair waxed off.
That's good. A strip. That's what I'm rooting for.
We still have. I think this was vindictive on Jeff's part. We retired the Leo Sayer song. Friday
How about you got to
morning
wear? Listen, you had the Braves on there. How about this? You have to wear a Braves hat all day every week.
No, I don't want to do that.
Exactly. That's the idea.
I don't want to.
It's supposed to be a punishment.
That's a kind of punishment that is fair for a week.
Yeah.
Like that's a kind of punishment that in all reality you may not have the. I don't know if you have.
Oh, you guys
veto
decide.
power.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if you have veto power on that.
That's
Or how
fine.
about 3 days? Or how about just all day on the show you wear Braves?
You all decide.
Yeah.
You guys decide. I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Shave an Atlanta Braves logo into his
Go
chest hair.
streaking to the corner of Touchdown and back.
I'll streak.
Streak
if
the
you want.
quad.
I'm not afraid to streak.
See that
Dance
video of the guy
streak.
streaking that got tasered on Twitter?
Yeah.
That was great.
What do we have on there? Is this your third or second? Just your second?
Second.
Again, fish,
This guy, man.
wax.
Nick,
Which
what's-
guy?
What's going on with him?
Which guy?
All right, go ahead.
I just ran through him.
I know you did. I need to hear him again. I don't need the again, editorial. Just ask. Yeah,
Some
again.
tension
Fish, wax. We've added this Atlanta thing.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what the parameters
Braves
are,
hat all
but
day.
a Braves punishment,
Okay. Braves hat.
and also the end of Leo Sayer.
Yeah, I don't know if I got to take that off. Everyone hates me for that. They
Well,
like
we-
that.
Yeah.
We're taking more things off than we're putting on.
What about the ping pong one?
And the sting pong.
Did you want
Sting pong.
Are you guys like that?
Sting
or no?
pong's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Sting pong's fine.
Okay.
How many are left?
That's
How many
it.
open spots?
That's
None.
it.
And but that's keeping Leo
That's
Sayer.
keeping Leo in there.
Oh, that's a win for me. So I'll take that. I don't
What's
care.
Leo?
The heck with the Guggen Nation and Dan Hicken.
What's Leo?
He plays that stupid. He said, "How about this? This is even better. You can't sing the Leo Sayer, and you can't put the dumb drop-ins in. Leo stays, the sing-alongs and the drop-ins go.
That's heinous.
So you're saying we have to kill the fun part of the Leo Sayer.
No, the ear-shattering, nauseatingly stressful part.
Do you not know the Leo?
I hate anything that you don't sing. I love your
I know you
voice.
do.
Yeah.
I'm a.
I'm all in for the lyrical.
When Lunch Plans gets back
talent.
together, I'll
Yeah.
be there.
You're part of the reunion
Oh, yeah.
tour.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we.
Do.
Yeah.
Fish, sting pong, wax, R.I.P. Leo Fun.
I want to be able to
ETL.
see.
All right. All right. You ready for me to spin it? You want to give the play-by-play, Jeffrey?
I will.
don't
Right now,
have
it sits on what we have: a sting pong, a
don't
couple
have-
of spin-agains, a wax strip of back hair. We take away Dan's crooning along with the Friday Leo Sayer. What's the song? Make me feel like dancing. Yeah.
like
He's gonna have to. Well, hold on. He's gonna have to wear a
dance
Braves
the night
hat
away.
every day for a week here on the show. He's gonna have to eat a piece of fish, or we're gonna pelt him with ping pong balls. Which is what are you rooting for, Rhymes?
I would
Sting
just
pong?
enjoy hitting him
Yeah.
with some sting
You'll have to
pongs.
come back, make an
I'd like to
appearance for
see the
that.
fish just to see him throw up.
And we are going to. Oh, I almost had it! Oh, I wanted the wax so bad! That's the worst one!
Oh.
Dang it! You're so lucky. There's no penalty.
Frost has ruined the wheel.
Ruin the wheel.
I said to take it off, and no one did.
R.I.P. Leo Fun.
No more Leo Fun.
What's the
I
moratorium
give
on
that one back. I don't care. That's
He
not even
put it
worth
on there.
But because no one would change it. Whatever, I'll put up with it like I have to do for everything else on
Do
this
the-
show every day for 15 years.
Do the sting pong.
Oh.
He's chosen the sting
I'll
pong.
offer it up.
All right,
Chosen
we'll do
sting
the
pong. But then you
We'll
get
do
to
the
keep
sting pong?
singing.
Yeah.
You
Is
make
that
me feel like
acceptable to all
dancing.
parties?
I'll
Yes.
do sting pong.
All right.
Ryan might have to make a special visit.
Yeah, oh
for
no,
that.
I get invited back
Yeah,
for
for
sting
sure.
pong.
You're talking about you're gonna
You
How do
stand.
we throw two ping pong balls at him, or what? Is
No,
it?
you stand and you
You
serve
serve
it
him
with a ping pong paddle as hard as you can at him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Each
know
of us
that.
gets one. Each of us gets one swing.
serve, and if you miss,
Yeah.
you miss.
You miss, you
Correct.
miss.
You get one serve.
And you also have to stand a few feet away, so it's
Yeah,
possible.
10 feet.
Yes. I'm going for
think
the
it
lower.
said 10
and
feet.
you got to wear
So-
shorts that day.
So this chair to that
Fun.
wall. You assume, remember wall ball? Did you ever play wall ball?
Yeah.
Where you had to
Dodgeball.
stand there.
Yeah.
It's stand there and get hit.
No flinching.
No flinching.
No flinching.
2 for flinching.
It's awesome.
All right.
We were so close to the wax strip.
So cool.
And it got right there and it stopped. I think he kind of stopped it with his hand. I think if we go to the camera.
Did not stop it with my hand.
All right, that's another season of Brunch with the Tour. Rhymes, we appreciate
I
it.
appreciate
We love
all the
you, Ron
support.
Dog.
Love you guys
We love
give
the
me
tour.
and
We
the
love-
tour golf.
we do.
Love the tour.
Love the whole thing.
I'll miss seeing y'all, but you know it's football season.
What
I
are the
get it. That's
odds?
why
We'll
we
have
moved
to-
the FedEx
when,
Cup.
When,
Yes.
when do we have to defend the Goldman? I lose track
That's
of
like
when
a
that
February
is.
time
Right,
frame.
so
Yeah.
When do we get the commissioner in here?
When do you want him?
Ask him some tough
Well,
questions.
you know what? We'll get him in here and we'll ask him why the major champions don't get in the FedEx Cup.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And we'll tell him why they should.
Love y'all.
Then we'll tell him
See you,
we're
Rhyme Dog.
do his job.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL remembers the summer movie blockbusters.
I feel the need for
1010XL.
Guys, laser hair removal is such a simple thing to do. Their simple treatments will destroy hair follicles in a matter of minutes, so you'll save time, you'll save money, and you'll save yourself from a lifetime of shaving. Their medical and nursing professionals have mastered the process of laser hair removal. They stand behind it as one of the best ways to get rid of that hair for good. What are you waiting for? I know you're tired of asking other people to shave your back. I know you're tired of the red bumps from where your shirt rubs up against your neck after shaving. Call for your private complimentary consultation at Ideal Image Med Spa. Again, they want you to be confident this summer with 60% off laser hair removal. Ideal Image Med Spa has performed over 6 million laser hair removal treatments nationwide. They're America's #1 choice for laser hair removal. 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets at Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island. St. Augustine and Diane's Marketplace on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The 1010XL restaurant of the day is Flame Broiler. For a healthy lunch alternative as low as $6 that includes chicken or Angus beef piled on top of rice and veggies, stop by one of their 4 Jacksonville locations today. Simple, fast, healthy. Flame Broiler.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Jaguars fans, Brian Sexton here. I've discovered something that will take your tailgates to the next level this football season. Bernie Grills. You've never seen anything like these portable all-wood grills. Bernie's are convenient, affordable, and simple to use, with no messy cleanup. Bernie's real alder wood flavor makes burgers and brats taste delicious. I grilled some steaks on mine the other night, and they were incredible. So get your Bernie Grill for the next game at BernieGrill.com or at Amazon. Bernie Grill. Light. Grill. Done.
Imagine windows in your home that are 2 times stronger than vinyl, never fog up, are maintenance-free, and custom designed for you. Lauren Brooks here for Renewal by Andersen. Visit renewalbyandersen.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Renewal by Andersen, a better way to a better window. Take advantage of the semi-annual sale with 20% off windows and patio doors. Restrictions apply. See their website for details. This is a limited time offer. License number CGC 1527613.
The NFL season is about to kick off. Know what that means? It's time to bet, win, and get paid at MyBookie.ag. MyBookie has more odds and more prop bets than any other sports book, and absolutely nobody pays out faster. You get your cash when you want it. Sign up now and MyBookie will double your first deposit. That's up to $1,000 in free money to bet your favorite teams. Want more? How about $100,000 more? You win MyBookie's first ever NFL handicapping super contest, and $100,000 is all yours. Don't play on some no-name sports book. Bet with the best at MyBookie.ag. Use promo code RADIO to get your exclusive double your money offer today. That's promo code RADIO. Play, win, and get paid at MyBookie.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you looking for a company to take care of all your truck and van fleet needs? It's Catlin. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks. And vans too, from ladder racks to laptop stands, van shelving, strobe lights, and seat covers, from the cam locker toolbox to Lear truck caps. At Catlin, we can take care of all your fleet needs. We don't sell trucks, but we outfit them every day. Quality counts at Catlin. For 100 years.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Huge news for the Jaguars as yesterday reports were released that linebacker Quincy Williams had returned to practice. Williams has been out since having surgery to repair a torn meniscus from early August. And DJ Chark also returned after suffering a concussion in the game against the Dolphins. He has not passed concussion protocol, but is making progress. And Florida State and Boise State kick off here in Jacksonville this Saturday. Coach Willie Taggart spoke on James Blackman's reaction to winning the starting quarterback position.
He worked hard for it. It's something he's been working for, and he's excited about leading his football team, and that's what we expected out of him. I mean, he's fired up, ready to go, and I think he'll do a great job.
Visit Seminoles.com for more. 8:59 and 78 degrees time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more of The Drill next on 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, we may be quibbling with parts of the NFL right now, with the superstars retiring before the age of 30, with preseasons becoming, useless from a fan's perspective. But there is one thing about the NFL that just keeps you coming back, and that is it's so fluid. I mean, it's fluid from year to year. That's evident and obvious by the turnover in playoff teams you have every year. And it's fluid day to day because of injuries and suspensions. And amazingly, in just 1 week, the Jaguars' chances seem significantly better to me than they did 7 days ago. While the Jags continue to get toward better health, they got Marquise Lee and Cam Robinson back. You could argue maybe a little bit earlier than they thought last week. And now suddenly yesterday, Quincy Williams is back at practice full speed. He's recovered from his knee surgery, as quickly as you could have ever hoped for. And you look around the league, and Andrew Luck, the best player in the division, you could argue, is gone. Lamar Miller, the starting running back for the defending division champs, gone. And the Tennessee Titans without a Pro Bowl caliber starting left tackle for the first 4 games. So because of those things, Hick, I think a fast start could go a long way this year.
Yeah, because you can really make your mark in the division. You've got 2 divisional games. You got to go out to Houston, and if you can get those guys and come back and beat the Titans, and these are no gimmies, by the way. We have not had a ton of success with those 2 clubs, especially Tennessee. Whether you win Kansas City or not, if you're 2-1 after 3, that would be awesome.
And think how winning at Houston jump-started this team in 2017, right? They opened there, Leonard Fournette's first game. Your one-time favorite prospect quarterback, the Savage Beast, got his, one half of NFL career in the books, and then Deshaun Watson took over from there. But that win spearheaded this football team.
Doubt.
So to your point, a couple of division games early, is there any doubt at all how important it is to beat those stinking Titans here in Jacksonville for a change?
Yeah, you have to win.
Right.
You have to
It's
win.
your Thursday night game, and you got a new quarterback, and you got, I would think enhanced chances at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you. That's if any of the three, that's the biggest must-win of the September schedule.
Yeah,
You'll
be very disappointed if you lose to the Chiefs, but that's very overcomable.
And you can't panic if listen, if you go and battle the Chiefs and you battle the Texans and you come up on the short end, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it'll seem like it, and we'll go crazy and we'll yell and scream, but you got to get the dub.
Look at the Colts last year.
Right.
Look at the Patriots last year.
And
look at the Jags last year to the other
it
side.
rarely happens, but what the Colts did. But 0-2 is not 0-3. You're done. That's just 0-3. Historically, you're done.
Almost realistically.
I'm not sure if there's ever been an 0-3 team that has made the playoffs. I don't know that. I know that 0-2
I
is that
think
one.
they're probably. I think maybe the Chargers may have done it one year.
Right.
But it doesn't happen often. I tell you what, man. So anyway, just some
hasn't been
random
done
thoughts
in 20 years, and only 3 times since the NFL went to a 12-team playoff format. Since the current division alignment in 2002, no 0-3 team has rallied to make the playoffs.
So there you go.
So
4-team divisions, it hasn't happened.
It's at 2%.
Yeah. So there you
from
go.
0-3 to the playoffs, very rarely. That would be the 81 Jets, the 82 Buccaneers, the 92 Chargers, the 95 Lions, and the 98 Bills. That would be your 5 teams.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
By the way, none of them don't seem to have made much noise in that playoffs.
I
either.
don't know.
So you want to, you got to get some dubs early, but you don't have to, win them all. That's all we're saying. I mean,
That's for sure.
and we've pointed out the differences in the years previous.
I bring this up just to piggyback off of the great news of getting Quincy Williams back on the field yesterday. I mean, just like 3 or 4 weeks after a surgery they thought would have him at least questionable for the season opener.
Mm-hmm.
And so a remarkable fast recovery for Quincy Williams. Doug Marrone, look, he was asked, do you play him in this? No, you don't play him Thursday. Are you kidding me?
No.
Guy's just coming off of a knee injury.
No. Let him.
At some point, and I said this too. Look, Thursday night, it's not completely unimportant. They're you got the bubble at the bottom of the 53-man, and you got the bubble at the bottom of the practice squad. Of the 53 men that the Jags are tasked to keep, how many do you think Doug Marrone and his staff, no matter how coy they play, absolutely know are going to be on the team?
50, 51.
I mean, is there really, to the point, after all of this, can anything really be decided against
I think
the Falcons' third and fourth stringers?
I think so. I mean,
there's guys that are close enough. You're looking for anything.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to sit down. I mean, we've seen the Hard Knocks show, and they'll kick it back and forth, and everyone's of different opinion, and it's tough. I mean, like I said, that it is what it is. The worst part is you make the team, you get cut after the waiver wire comes out, and they snag somebody else who they think is better than you. That's the worst part. So we shall see. We're monitoring FSU Boise, because of the storms. Nothing new to report.
I think
keep your eye on that.
We'll be experts on when the updates come out here as we get to the end of the
hard
week.
part of this, and it comes up every year now, seemingly, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem
more
like
than
every
ever.
year? I mean,
we used to battle through those types of things. You didn't stop and change the world.
Sometimes these storms slow down. Sometimes they speed up.
They could turn north. They could do a lot.
The best guess is it's going to hit Florida somewhere. And this morning, now they're saying Cat 2, so it's grown a little bit.
Well, now they're saying, but by the time it gets off the coast of Jackson, and now look, again, I'm not saying that's where it's coming. In fact, I think it's almost dangerous to forecast 6 days out.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right? Just tell me, hey, there's one bobble, and you might want to check in on Friday and see where we're at.
Right.
But this, anyway, the last thing I saw this morning before I left the house was that when it got to the coast of Jacksonville, it'll be 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
I don't know what cat that is, but you get into triple digits, you get my attention.
You get attention. So anyway,
so
the worst thing is, because if it hits Sunday night, Saturday could be clear.
It will be clear.
And you'd be like, why aren't we playing football today? That's the
I think
hard
if it hits
part.
Sunday night, I do think that it's time to relax the standard a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't think you're putting anyone in harm's way playing a game on. Now, the problem is any nervous Nellies you have living in Jacksonville who are maybe evacuating on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that can just create chaos to the game day traffic. So I guess that would be an option.
You wonder how
Do
much
people
chaos.
leave
How-
anymore?
Are you putting 70,000 in there? Are you putting 40,000 in there?
That's a
how
good
many
question.
How
I
many
think
out of state people are coming?
I don't think a ton.
Those are the kinds of things that again and but they have a pretty good grip on that. What about high school football? Games to be played.
See, again, Friday night, you ought to be okay with that. I
You
don't
ought to
know
be
why
okay.
you would. I think
You
you,
ought to
would be
be okay.
overreacting,
Yeah.
and on a storm that's going to impact our area, like Monday evening at the earliest.
Is it Monday or is it Sunday
No,
night? I
it's
thought it was. It's now Monday.
Well,
Yeah, I thought it was Sunday night, but I could be wrong.
I mean, we may be getting some, but the actual.
Yeah.
The actual just right off the coast, if it came there, which it seems
Right.
never to do.
Right.
What is this thing called? Dorian?
Dorian. Tropical storm Dorian.
Are they going to
Bearing
change it? Are they
down on
going to change it to Chantel after it's successful? That's an inside joke.
Yes.
If you're really deep, you would know that joke.
Yes. I wonder if
Dorian Williams.
And the other thing is, where's the Ox Gator with the weather forecast? A little disappointed. in him.
Let's see what this looks like here. Well, it
Yes.
is kind of baking according to this, early, it'd be Cat 2 and beelining to Jacksonville.
Yes. Depends which model you look at, the European or the other one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it does. Well, Sunday AM, it's actually out. It's still out like at
Yeah,
in
they say
between
Sunday.
the Bahamas. So
Yeah,
Sunday night.
Yeah,
then,
Sunday night. So that's where you want to, again, that's only 24 hours.
It's right over Puerto Rico right now,
huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
So with that said, we'll keep an eye on that game, and if there's any news on that, we'll let you know immediately. My only thought would be, is there a way to move the game up? Can you move it up to Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, that would probably be hard. You probably have a lot of people that are driving across state on Saturday to get here.
Yeah, but if you let them know now, then
maybe.
it is what it is. Our drill poll question today presented by Lacala
You got
DUI.
TV
Oh,
considerations?
yeah. And criminal defense, 858-9818. Know before you blow. What college underdog has the best chance of pulling an upset Saturday? Carolina over SC, Boise State over FSU, Oregon over Auburn, Northwestern over Stanford, Boise State over FSU, leader 48%, 36% like Oregon over Auburn. I think that has a lot of Gator vote in there because I don't see Boise State beating FSU.
I don't,
of
Dan.
those four.
I don't know. We may be too confident in FSU. I
Yeah.
just don't know if
Yeah.
you took the Boise State team that ended 2018
Mm-hmm.
and played the FSU team that ended 2018, Boise would probably win.
All right.
What did Boise do last year?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to break in right now. Our chief weather guy, chief weather watcher, is the Ox Gator. No one knows Jacksonville and the storms like the Ox. He's been tracking them since he was a lad.
And he does this. He tracks them through the local television, which has given him all of his weather tips and hints through
Yes.
the years, and he's incorporated many of them.
Yes. Good morning, Ox.
Yes. Good morning, Guggen. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to die.
Oh, no!
What I want everyone to be aware of is that you should go ahead and get in the car now and just head as far towards like Colorado and California as you can.
Ox, why are you scaring people? Why?
I'm so tired of this time of year. You know it's coming.
You know that movie. This is how I want it to end for the Gator.
Mm-hmm.
You know that movie with not Armageddon, but that's a scientific fact. But the other one with the asteroid coming in, Tia Leone.
Yeah, the Big Impact or something.
Yeah.
Impact
And she
something.
stands out there on the beach and looks at that
Yeah,
big wave
with
coming
her and
in.
her dad,
Yeah,
that big old wave.
that's what I want for you, Gator.
I think
I want-
that's what's going to happen to Pablo Bay. That's what I'd like.
I want you to be.
Head
No,
on over to
I'm
the
not saying I want it to happen this time, but I want you to be like 70 years old and traipse
Yeah.
your butt out there for the one last one, and maybe have a piece of furniture locked down and just let that wave wash over you.
Deep
We've got the garden tub here.
Take
and
you
I
home,
figure
Ox. Take you home.
We've got the garden tub here, and I figure I can get all the kids,
Uh-huh.
get everybody, just gather up a mattress, get in the garden tub, pull the mattress over the tub, and kind of come out Monday at around 3:00 in the afternoon.
That's the plan right now.
I plan on just watching TV.
Yeah, I don't think it's, knock on wood, but I don't think
Right.
it's going to be a big deal. It's 100 miles an hour. There's going to be some trees down, be some people without power. But what's the best part is starting about Friday night, the local break-ins, and then we're going to have some big box over whatever game
Programming,
you're watching.
right?
There's
You're trying to
gonna
watch
be-
a game.
you're not gonna
It's
know
covering
what
up the
score it is.
scoreboard.
Here we go.
Yeah,
The down and
it's not
Here we
distance.
go.
down
Just trying to
distance.
keep
There's
people
gonna be
safe,
no clock.
Gator. Just trying to keep
all
people
they gotta
safe.
do, hey, Ox, you know what the sad part, the even sadder part of that is? All they need to do is run a crawl at the bottom and tell you
Yeah.
where you can go to get all your weather information, whether it's channel 24.2 or on the online or somewhere.
Yeah, online.
Yeah.
We don't have internet now.
Yeah.
We've got to sit there and watch these guys come on and break in. It's just going to drive.
By
me
the
up
way,
the wall.
Ox, your alma mater is playing your arch rival Fletcher, and they've decided to go do that one Thursday at 5:30.
I mean, wow! I don't understand. It's not. It's supposed to be. Here
That's not
Sunday
because of the
morning, like
weather,
2
by the
a.m.
way. That's
Oh,
not
it's not.
because of the weather.
Oh,
okay.
That's
okay,
because
okay.
of safety issues. I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
well,
originally scheduled
go
for Friday night. Then it was moved to Saturday morning. Now it's been moved back to Thursday at 5:30.
Well, I guess none of the bad people come out on Thursdays.
I don't know. Maybe they're home watching must-see TV.
Could be. All right.
Thank
we'll
you,
see you
Gator.
guys.
Thank you. There
Hey,
he
I'm
is.
looking at Boise. A year ago, they went 10-3. Ironically, if this game does somehow get canceled by weather, they will be on a streak of 2 straight canceled
Who
games.
they lose last year?
The bowl game. The first responder bowl against Boston College was canceled. Remember, it was in Houston, and they had what did they have? Like a fire, or the lights went out? There was some. What was the?
Yeah, something went really wrong out there.
They had some sort of electrical something, or maybe it was thunderstorms. I need to remember what it was, but I remember there was actually people in the stadium that were ticked. Maybe they had a power outage. I don't know.
Yeah, it was declared a no contest.
Because of a power outage? Is that what it was?
I'm pulling it up now.
I think they may even started the game.
They did. 5:08 remaining in the first quarter.
And they never resumed the game.
They never resumed. Weather delay of about an hour and 20 minutes.
So it's an outdoor stadium. I thought it was indoors.
Yeah.
Where is that game exactly? Is that not it? Oh, it's in
Lightning
Shreveport.
strike within 8 miles, and
they never played again.
And they never were
Yeah.
able to pick it back up due to the weather.
So they was going to be 2 in a row for poor Boise. Boise was 10-3 last year. They finished the season ranked in the top 25. But
it was the Cotton Bowl, by the way, is where they played it.
but it's the First Responder Bowl is the name of the bowl game.
Yeah, but they played at the Cotton Bowl.
Okay, yeah, the old Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Because the Cotton Bowl, by the way, is not played at the Cotton Bowl anymore. It's played at Jerry's World.
Yeah.
They went 10-3, finished in the top 25, but they had Brett Rippon.
Yeah.
Who's gone. And even more that you wouldn't pay attention to, this guy had back-to-back 200 yards.
The running back.
Madison guy, who's in the NFL now.
Yeah.
He's with Minnesota, maybe? I don't know who he's with. But Madison, their running back. This running back last year, Hick, these are his last 4 games. 200, 145, 144. So there's a lot to replace for Boise for sure. And we're going to take a quick break. It's a Wednesday brought to you by our friends at CPR.
Alexander Madison.
I'm sorry? Yeah, but where did he go? Give me the NFL team more than the... Anyway, CPR Contracting is our Wednesday sponsor. They don't patch your concrete problems. They solve them from waterproofing to structural issues. If you're an architect, engineer, construction foreman, general contractor, property manager, you need a concrete solution, and get it with CPR Contracting. They work with, the Vikings. It is the Vikings. Also working with other general contractors. Find them at cprcontracting.com. Yeah, Madison is with the Vikings.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms at Jacksonville and Orange Park.
Saturday night, the Seminoles play Boise State in TIAA Bank Field. It's certainly the kind of game you'd watch on TV, but is it compelling enough for you to buy a ticket and go? I do think the game will attract a good turnout if the weather's good. Jacksonville has a large FSU following, and Boise State has name recognition in college football. But the Seminoles are coming off their worst season in 30 years. Seminoles Nation is lukewarm on second-year coach Willie Taggart. Season ticket sales have been poor, booster contributions are down. And Boise State is no longer the darling it was. Playing on a blue field and usually putting up 50 points a game attracted a lot of attention. And that incredible upset of Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl grabbed everyone's attention. Remember the game-winning Statue of Liberty play? Now, they're just 2 name programs simply trying to regain some of their lost luster.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Baloo here for Key Buick GMC. Now is the time to drive like a pro. Pick up the brand new GMC Sierra 1500 and save up to $12,000. Hey, it's the truck I own. It's the truck I've been driving around in. I love it. Plenty available right now. Remember, at Key, you buy a brand new Buick, a brand new GMC. It includes the lifetime powertrain warranty. Only at Key, across the street from Tinseltown. That is South Side in Gate.
You have sore muscles or joint pain? This is Lance Brown with 180 Products, a veteran-owned Jacksonville-based company. We create all-natural organic products to help you experience relief from muscle and joint pain, soreness, bruises, cuts, scrapes, athlete's foot, rashes, and more. Don't let pain stop you from doing what you love. Visit 180products.com today. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. 180products.com.
Regency Electric Company seeks electricians and foremen with great benefits like paid vacation, paid holidays, paid life insurance with health, dental, vision, company match 401k plus end-of-the-year bonus. Call 485-4096, regencyelectric.com.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reese Plumbing at PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Does your company have plenty of projects lined up, but you're having trouble finding qualified employees? Then you need All-Purpose Staffing. Lauren Brooks here. Let All-Purpose Staffing handle the hiring process for you by qualifying each employee, allowing you to focus on your operations and stay on schedule. From light industrial personnel to skilled personnel to administrative staff, All-Purpose Staffing worked hard to find you the right employee for the job. Call All-Purpose Staffing today at 904-219-1515. That's 904-219-1515.
Guy and his cheap transmission fluid.
Seriously? My dealership just checked the brakes.
We all know how it can be to go to the wrong place for car repair.
I can't believe that check engine light is on again.
So don't risk it. Take your car to the experts at AMCO.
The #1 name in transmission repair is AMCO Transmissions, and they're happy to provide just about any repairs you may need. If you've been told your car or truck needs repairs, stop by and get a free second opinion with AMCO's free multi-point inspection and estimate. Get a free AC check while you're there. AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care, family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia. For money-saving coupons, reviews, complete details on special offers, and the location nearest you, visit AMCOJacksonville.com.
AMCO, always the right fix. AA MCO.
AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Rehabilitation Football Friday night prepares you for the weekend with insight into the top local prep games and recruits. Saturday's biggest showdowns and each NFL Sunday. 4 hours of nothing but football. Friday from 3 till 7 on 1010XL.
In celebration of our all-new showroom off Town Center Parkway, Diamonds Direct announces our best offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing on any purchase. Starting this Saturday, you can get the Diamonds Direct unbeatable value price on any item. Pay nothing down and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest. You can even finance the tax. This amazing offer starts this Saturday at the all-new Diamonds Direct showroom off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds. On approved credit.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
We've been saving people money for over 50 years. Now at Mavis Discount Tire, save even more. Right now, get up to $100 back on a set of 4 select Continental tires. You always save at Mavis Discount Tire. Visit MavisTire.com to see our huge tire selection and to find a store near you. Come in today and save.
Mavis Discount Tire, America's discount tire store.
Legal and other restrictions apply. See stores for rebate details.
What's up, Jacksonville? This is Allie McDeal from both Best Bet Card Rooms in Jacksonville and Orange Park. How would you like to set sail on the allure of the seas and spend 7 days in the Eastern Caribbean? Best Bet Jacksonville is giving away 12 card player cruise packages throughout the month of August. The Daily High Hand winners will receive a luxurious cruise package for 2, which includes a $340 seat into the main event plus $500 in spending cash. For more information, visit them on the web at bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, where anybody can win.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Garber Chevrolet Buick GMC wants to help end your summer with some fun. That's right, Garber Chevrolet Buick GMC is offering up to 24% off on Chevy Silverados. Grab your beach chairs, some sunscreen, and a Chevy Silverado and head out for some fun. With the best prices, best payments, and highest trade values, Garber Chevrolet Buick GMC always brings the fun in the sun. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberGMCars.com. And remember, at Garber Chevrolet Buick GMC, there's always a little room for wiggle. Chevy, find new roads.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This training camp update on 1010XL is brought to you by Johnson Brothers Hardware Yulee, your Gravely zero-turn mower dealer.
I don't think I need to put him in the game to figure out. I think I have enough practices left to do that. I think we're going to see where we are. I think a lot goes into play of, what the full team is, and there's other factors that go in, not just backups, who's a 7, so we're going to take a look at that, but I'm happy where both guys are. I think both guys have played better than they have previously, which is a good thing. It's a tough decision. I don't know if one guy's going to be the starter and that's it. I have platoon players before, a couple of series. We've seen that around the league. And I think those are the decisions that we'll make, going up to the first game.
All right, you got us, Googans. You got us. I believe.
What happened?
They pointed out, and I didn't check, but then the Houston Texans might have been 0-3 last year.
Oh, were they? Well, okay. It still didn't happen often. That's the point. It's forgettable. So the Texans were 0-3, and the Colts were 1-5.
Hold on, let me check.
And those two made the playoffs?
Texas started 0-3.
And the
lost to the Patriots, the Titans, and the Giants. Yeah, I remember that. And then they beat the Colts by 3 in the Frank Reich game.
Gave it away.
Yeah. And then they won 1,
that
2,
is
3,
amazing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. So
that's amazing. Yeah. What's amazing?
And the Colts were 1-5, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what's amazing.
And we were 3-1.
And so
didn't come close.
I'm guessing the Titans must have been also. I mean, were we 3? We were 3-1. The Colts were at best 1-3.
Yeah.
The Texans were 1-3.
Yeah.
A 2-game lead, and we lost the division by how many? What in
we
the
didn't come
hockey
close.
sticks?
Yeah.
Wow, what a crazy,
terrible
year.
2 Lakers centers in the news for 2 different reasons. Let's start with Boogie, who may have uttered some not-so-nice words to ex-girlfriend, baby mama.
That's putting it mildly.
He wanted his son at the wedding, and she said no, and he got mad and said some things he shouldn't say, like, I'm going to kill you or put a bullet in your head or something to that effect. So
yeah, that's going a little too far.
If he did say that, you can't do that.
You often could say things in the motion that you don't mean and that you would never do, but when you get into
just drop an "I hate you" and hang up, something like that.
You
move
blank.
on.
I mean, that's even the people that make the laws.
In this day and age, let's not go with I'm going to shoot you and put a bullet in your head.
Yeah, probably. That's probably too specific. Yeah. You can actually get into actual threats when you do that.
A little much.
Yeah.
And then
Shaq Kobe?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the response.
Well, did you see it? Did you see it or just read it?
No, I saw it. It was.
I don't think he was.
Right.
There will be no reaction.
No?
No, because he told, as he said, he goes, look, I tell Shaq this.
Yeah.
And, he makes it.
He's the greatest, unbelievable talent.
He said, look, if Shaq, and it's fair. I don't remember
Shaq being overly out of shape, though.
I don't know.
I do. At the start of the season, he'd show up super fat.
Yeah, and remember the one year where he needed foot surgery and he waited and did it in September when he could have done it, and but he wanted to have his whole off season, so then that kept him out until December. There is definitely some misgivings about what could have been there. I mean, those two could have won, especially considering the NBA at the time. They could have won 6 out of 7 or,
Yeah.
5 out of 7, and they just could not get along. You want to talk about 2 stars again? Look, at the end of the day, and this is what there's some revisionist history going on.
Yeah.
That Kobe and Shaq were equals, and they weren't. Shaq was the better player. He was the alpha dog. They won 3 straight finals. Hick, you know who the MVP of the finals was?
Shaq.
All 3.
Yeah.
So Kobe wasn't in Shaq's realm of superstardom. I mean, did Kobe ever win an NBA MVP?
Yeah,
I think he won one. Yeah, I think he did. But
Yeah, you can't look. They're
who did they lose the finals to? When they-
Detroit. 04. That was when they signed Peyton and Malone.
Kobe is Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe won the MVP in 08.
Yeah, you can't be one of the all-time greats with one MVP.
And Finals MVP in 9 and 10.
He won
when
5
when it was his team. No, I understand all that, but there are people that would have you put Kobe Bryant in the top 5.
What was he, 5-2, Beef?
Right.
In the finals?
Beef, is that fair?
I believe so, right? They lost to the Pistons at one time, and they lost to the Celtics that
Is
one.
it fair to say there are some NBA historians that would put Kobe in the top 5?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I think that's too high.
You can.
Because I with sight unseen, I'm going to guess that the other players that you put in the top 5 have 3 to 8 MVPs. They were the best player in the game as voted that year. Now, look, I know that doesn't mean everything. Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs while Kobe was in his prime. He certainly is not as good as Kobe. So, MVP isn't the be-all, end-all.
Right.
But the real greats all ended up collecting, 3 to 5 of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They do tend to pass that thing around, right? There's something about the NBA and the individual dominance that they don't like to recognize the same guy. I mean, let's be honest. Michael Jordan should have won 10 in a row.
Right. He won 5.
As LeBron could have won a bunch.
LeBron could have won more than he won.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because if you go back, but they'll give them to you for 2 or 3 years in a row.
Right.
And
then they
move
say,
on.
yeah.
And then who else can we give it to?
Right. I mean, look at Jordan's run. He won one, then Magic won a couple, then he won 2 more. Then they gave it to Barkley. Then he retired. He came back. He won it. Then they gave it to Karl Malone.
Yeah.
And then they gave it to him again.
Yeah. And they gave it back to Malone.
And they gave it back to Malone. Then they gave it to Shaq. Then they gave it to AI.
Yeah.
They gave it to Duncan twice. They gave it to Garnett.
Yeah.
Gave it to Nash twice. Gave it to Dirk. Gave it to Kobe once. And then started
LeBron
run minus the Derrick Rose blip.
But back
me ask you something.
Back to the Kobe
Who is
thing. Basically, Kobe said, I don't know if we ever said exactly what he said.
Right.
But Kobe said that
we could have won 12 championships.
If Shaq had my work
if he had
ethic,
gone into the gym.
If he had if he had my work ethic, we'd have won 12 championships.
And no, they would have. But
and he qualified, and because he was at ease saying that, he didn't say it with an edge.
No.
He's like, look, Shaq and our boys, we can talk about this. I tell him this.
Yeah.
If you worked like I did, we would have never lost. So you know, and Shaq was unique, dude. I mean,
no doubt.
probably underrated as an all-time player.
Yeah. Who is the worst, just not looking at this, who would you say is the worst MVP in the last, since, 19 or 2000 or 1990, if you want to go that far back?
So I'm not looking at it in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Nash jumps out to me. Steve Nash was a good player. He was way overranked at forever.
Was Derrick Rose better than him?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Beef, Derrick Rose better than Steve Nash?
Different, but I guess I'm looking from the scoring part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when the brief period when he was healthy and good, yes.
What is Steve Nash? Are you looking at the MVPs? Do they have their stats next to him?
Yeah.
What did Steve Nash average his MVP years?
18.8 and 15.5.
15 assists?
No, points.
That's what a joke, dude.
11 and a half and 10 and a half.
That's
assists.
just all. And you got I stand. But yeah, Derrick Rose by a mile. What did Derrick Rose average? Just out of curiosity, 30 and 10.
25 and 7.7.
Yeah, well, much better player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Steve Nash love-thon that happened there for a team, by the way, that wasn't even winning was atrocious.
Steve Nash probably had the lowest points per game average in the history of the MVP.
He might. I knew that was low. I'm shocked it was that low. Now, I thought you were giving me he averaged 15 assists. I was like, well, okay, maybe we'll make
Like Magic was 22, 23 points and double-digit assists.
So I would stand by Steve Young as maybe the most...
If you're just going by stats.
Maybe and I remember at the time thinking it, Dan. He was on the underachieving Phoenix team.
I mean, Chuck was 25.6 and
on the same
12.2
team.
rebounds.
Right. He got too much credit.
I'm talking about when he won his MVP.
Well, Chuck was also on those Nash. Was he still on the Nash teams or no? That was after that.
Yeah.
Are we sure he wasn't on those Nash teams? When was that?
Yeah. Chuck won his in the 90s, early 90s.
What did Chuck
Nash won in 05
Oh,
and
that's
06.
right. You're right. I'm a decade behind.
Yeah.
Listen, Hick, we'll change gears, and I want to talk a little college football. There's a quarterback in particular I want to talk about when we come back.
All right.
And I will kind of say this before I do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a college football team and you need a good quarterback and you don't want to wait and for the high school classes to matriculate, just keep your eyes on any program that has 2 serviceable quarterbacks, and you'll get one of them. This just epidemic of guys taking their mouthpiece and their Kleenex and hauling ass every time they lose a job. It's just weak.
Didn't happen at Washington State.
We got another one, though, that happened today from a big-time program.
Oh,
so
no.
Tell you about that. And I want to talk about Trevor Lawrence, who by the middle of the year, I think we're going to be banging a drum that is maybe a little too quiet.
Yeah.
And I have one specific question for you about him when we return. So it is a CPR Contracting Wednesday here on The Drill. CPR Contracting doesn't patch concrete problems. It solves them. So go to cprcontracting.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey, I know if you give me time, baby, we can do whatever we want. Look past left prong. Oh, one, ready?
I'm David Garrard on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. Oh, the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville, Florida. A number of reasons why, like the most inventory. That's right. You go there, they got more cars, they got more trucks, they got more SUVs than anybody. Best price guarantee, I like that. They've been around for 78 years. Does that tell you something? It tells you they know what they're doing, right? And they care about you before and after the visit. In fact, if you don't like buying a car, they make the car buying process as painless as possible. Sales folks there aren't pushy, low-pressure environment. You get treated the way you want to be treated. So do yourself a favor. Drive on over to Nimnick Buick GMC. So easy to get to. It's on Phillips Highway, just south of 295. You can visit them online before you do that at nimnickbuickgmc.com. That's NIMNICHT BuickGMC.com. They are GMC. They are professional grade. And they've got all kinds of sales going on right now, including 28% off the 2018 Buick Encore SUVs. So go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the new name in Buick.
When you owe the IRS or Florida sales tax and can't pay, contact J. David Tax Law. Voted best tax attorney by Folio Weekly readers and an ultimate tax attorney by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Stop collection action and permanently resolve your tax problem. Peace of mind is only a click or call away. Call J. David Tax Law now for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Online at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Republic Services is now hiring CDL drivers in Duval and St. Johns counties. Join the team of over 33,000 employees across the U.S. with Republic Services. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and competitive benefits. Over 50% of managers in Northeast Florida started their careers as drivers. You can build a career too. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment. For more information and to apply, wear the star, drive your career, visit republicservices.com.
Life beyond the gravitational pull of the city requires a can-do attitude. It takes versatility to accomplish all that needs to be done, and enough power to never get in over your head. The Kubota L-Series tractor pulls up its bootstraps, hooks up to its many attachments, and gets the job done right. That's why it's the #1 selling compact tractor in America. Kubota, shape your world.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road, Jacksonville, and now also in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Keep up with the latest Bulldogs news and notes. I'm Lauren Rue. Catch my Georgia Bulldogs reports on 1010XL.
Brought to you by Culhane's Irish Pub on Atlantic Beach and in Tinseltown.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor-trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor-trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Great Car Sale of 2019 is September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine Auditorium. Brought to you by 1-to-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Featuring over 500 used and late model cars, trucks, and SUVs from 10 local dealers. Audi, Toyota, BMW, Ford. You name it, we have it. Huge discounts and deals all day at the biggest car sale of the year. September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine. Get pre-approved for a loan as low as 1.89% at 121fcu.org.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy of Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. We are gearing up for this year's football season and are excited to offer medical coverage and support to 15 area high schools and the University of North Florida. To learn more about our sports medicine team, please visit se-ortho.com. Our team is composed of 5 fellowship-trained, board-certified physicians, the absolute best doctors in the business, who are experts in sports medicine. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, online at se-ortho.com.
With hurricane season now here, the only weather you need to be concerned about is whether your homeowner's insurance policy will cover you in the event of storm damage. Ask about Southern Oak Insurance today.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Every time it's been way too long, a Corona gets its line. Every time you're not related, but you're definitely family. Every time you meet from across the party. Every time all of us is all we need. And every time your favorite place is more about who than where, a Corona gets its line.
Corona and Corona Premier. Please drink responsibly.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
I think there should be like a new team-issued T-shirt for quarterbacks when they arrive to college.
What are they?
It says, "Have ball, will travel." If you do not win this job, and nowadays, you leave, and it doesn't always work. I mean, how many guys bounce and bounce and bounce? They're not good enough to play. I guess it's harder when you're at a top flight school. Like when you're at an Ohio State and you can't play there, you probably figure, well, if I go to Miami, I can play for sure. And in this case, talking about Tate Martell, a job that he couldn't win there. The latest is, you probably remember this name being a mild recruitnik yourself, but Jack Sears, a sophomore quarterback.
SC?
Yeah, at USC.
He was like fourth string,
I know.
Yeah.
But announced a decision yesterday that he's leaving. This past week's been a difficult time. I love my teammates, football, USC, the USC degree. Nobody can ever take that. He's already gotten his degree, so he at least stayed there for.
He's been there a while.
Yeah, a couple of years.
He's been there long enough, dude.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know?
I thought he was a younger quarterback.
Yeah.
But it is true, though. Look, no one waits it out the whole way. I mean, there was a day where this never happened.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the graduate rule has changed that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle Trask is the most loyal dude in history, and even he is going to reach his limit at the end of this year, and he'll take that graduate degree and go play somewhere, won't he?
You would think.
I hope so.
Yeah, you
Kyle
want him
Trask
to.
waited behind in high school, never played.
Yeah. Kyle Trask needs to play somewhere. You know?
So, wonder if he ends up at Southern Miss or SMU or somewhere.
I hope so. You'd wish a kid like that well.
Do you completely trust Felipe Franks after that first game?
Nobody does.
Did he give back trust?
The storyline has now become, Gator Nation's too tough on Felipe Franks or whatever. No, they're not. They're just, listen, first off, all fan bases are passionate people. And so Felipe Franks who expectation did account for 31 touchdowns, and I suspect with Dan Mullen at the helm, he'll account for 35 or so this year.
Well, he already has 3.
And next week he'll have 7 more
at the half.
So,
yeah,
it's just
the one thing, Dan, that he didn't do in that hot stretch down the tail end last year. He didn't turn the ball over.
Right.
And that's
no turnovers the last 4 games.
That's what I mean. That's what scares you.
3
about the other
turnovers
day.
on Saturday.
2 picks and a fumble. Okay, it's a half a fumble. That's on both of them. But
and everything is the only thing that
now,
really stood
but
out was
Miami's
the last
a really good
pick.
defense too.
Yeah,
and again,
but the last pick could have been against anybody.
That's true.
He's finally admitted yesterday he was trying to throw it away.
Yeah, that was
dropped
just
the I got hit. You didn't get hit.
Yeah.
He was trying to throw it away.
I just bother. I like my quarterbacks, Dan, to be stoic. That's just me. That's my style. I don't like them all over the place, acting the fool.
Well, most of them,
they don't. Most quarterbacks, Dan,
they celebrate.
They don't go behind the bench and mug for the camera and tell the camera, "Don't play me. This is how I be." No, they don't.
Let them have fun.
Yeah. Well,
we won the game.
I guess I miss Tebow and Werfel and all the good ones doing that.
Yeah.
Act like you've been there. It's been long enough here.
Yeah.
You're the quarterback in the University of Florida. They know who you are, Felipe. You don't have to, look at me, look at me, look at me. Because inevitably, what happened right after that, he went out and he threw that ball that you just talked about.
Beef, can I give you the Dan Hicken stat of the day, please?
And then I have a Trevor Lawrence question for you.
All right, I'm ready for it.
You think?
His name is Hicken. He's the reason you listen.
Hey,
just kidding, Jeff.
Easy. Boss.
Stan Hicken, stat of the day.
Serena won the 99 U.S. Open.
That's 20 years ago,
September 11th, 1999. Her opponent today, Katie McNally, was born 2 years after that.
2 years after that. Well, that's the one. You get those stats in women's tennis.
Yes.
Because they start so young. I mean, look at this American girl, this Coco Golf.
Yeah.
Just 15 years old.
And Serena's 37, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see how she does. She
I
very
have a
good
question for you, and this is not easy to do. There are no more 4-year careers for the uber successful.
Mm-hmm.
But because he was able to wrest that job from Kelly Bryant, quarterback Clemson to an undeniable national title.
Yes.
To the point that if you had given out the Heisman Trophy after, he would have won it.
Yes.
All right.
But he didn't.
What odds would you give? Like, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this factually, which I'm prone to do, and not opinion-based. Trevor Lawrence is the first of 3 straight title games he's going to go to. He's going to go to all 3. No one's this year. No one is even going to come within a touchdown of Clemson in the ACC, and then they'll win their first playoff game against whoever the 4 seed is, and play Alabama again, most likely. But he's going to he's going to go to the title game each of his next 2 years.
I would bet you somebody comes within a touchdown of Clemson this year.
Okay. So, if that happens, are we in discussion now for like the best college quarterback of all time?
Well, we're ahead of the story, but if he goes to 3 straight and he'll grab a Heisman along the way, certainly
wins 2. Yeah. What if he wins all? If he goes 3-0 and wins the Heisman the next 2 years, then he's the best college football player of all time.
That would be correct.
Right?
Yes.
Have you felt? Is this a reach? Am I embellishing, or do I feel like he's got really a legitimate shot at doing that? I know there's guys that come out of the world. The Heisman part will be harder.
Yeah, he's part of a great program too, and so
and they got great receivers.
Yeah,
they have this recruiting class they have for 2020 is supposed to be one of the best of all time.
Yeah,
they're not going to get any worse. That's my point.
Yeah,
they may be better now. That D line is a bunch of grown men last year, and you're going to have to, regenerate there. But again,
the best game of his life were the last 2.
Game.
Yeah, Notre Dame and Bama. I mean, he was tremendous in both those games. 6 touchdowns, no picks.
What he did to Alabama, Dan, we have not seen. We have not seen anyone do that to Alabama.
Johnny football did it to him.
But Johnny did it with some ad-libbing.
But not. Deshaun Watson did it to him.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson threw for over 400 yards in one of those games.
That's true too.
So, it wasn't a great Alabama defense. Now, with that said, Lawrence got progressively better as the season went on. Let's not forget that. He really didn't start stepping out until His first 300-yard game was NC State. They got him out of Louisville quick, 77-16, so he's only 8 of 12 for 55 yards.
I heard a stat yesterday involving, the Colts and
What's
Andrew
neat about it, what's impressive about Trevor Lawrence, 30 touchdowns and 4 picks last year. 4 picks as a true freshman. And he won a natty. No true freshman quarterback had won a natty since, Jamel Holloway of Oklahoma? So, Trevor Lawrence is off to a rip-roaring start, and he would be an early season fave to get the Heisman. But, look, they lost their entire NFL defensive line. They're good. They're really good. And they'll probably be in the Final Four, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Wait till the Swarm gets them Thursday night.
The Swarm. The Tech. Is this?
Home squad.
Huh.
They're chomping at the bit. They're ready.
Mm-hmm. The Yellow Swarm. It's coming, people.
I heard a stat with it that made me question again.
Yes.
The
question away.
The guaranteed success you have when you have elite quarterback. Like in the NFL, it's always been said you got to have the elite quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Colts here have just ended a stretch of 20 years with either Manning or Luck at quarterback. One Super Bowl, 20 years.
Oof.
With Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck as your quarterback.
A lot of fun times, though.
The Packers.
Yeah.
From Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, it's been more than 20 years. It's been more like 25 years. 30 years, actually.
Yeah.
2 Super Bowls.
Oof.
So, something about that Brady cat.
Jaguars, 25 years, no Super Bowls.
And they've had 3-4 all-timers.
You think that Bortles, Gabbert, somewhere along the way, they would have gotten them there.
Could this be the year, people? Could this be the year?
Well, they have a Super Bowl quarterback at least.
Oh, yeah, baby. Come on down, Chiefs. Hot day in the city. September 8th.
I'm going to burn them.
You got an early forecast on that?
Hot.
Hot and humid, chance of showers?
Damn hot. Real hot.
September 8th. 2019 weather.
I mean, it's a hurricane.
Jacksonville.
The next one coming.
Whatever's left.
Is ESPN ever going to stop inventing new stats?
What do you got?
Well, I've just gotten to where I'm trying to understand FPI, and today they've unveiled SP+, Dan. SP+.
88 with a chance of thunderstorms.
Yeah, of course it is.
In case you're wondering.
What is SP?
What do you got?
SP+.
It's FPI. FPI with a different consonant.
FBS conferences ranked by SP+, SEC number 1, 10 points over the Big Ten.
Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. Power conferences ranked by average projected SP+.
Okay.
SEC West number 1, SEC East number 2.
That's silly.
The SP rankings this is no different than just regular football knowledge.
Right.
Here's their ranking: Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Florida. Ooh, I don't see that in everything, including the coaches poll.
Yeah.
SP+. I want
We
you
don't
to
need
figure
SP.
that out.
Is that a channel? Is that a channel to
No,
watch?
SP+ is like a ranking. It's like a category.
Yeah.
The plus is it's subscription content.
No, it's not. No. This isn't a subscription.
You get the top 5 for free.
Detail. It's
And then
SP+.
you gotta
Plus.
buy the next
above.
15.
What is the SP+? What is it?
Yeah.
We'll give you the rest of the 25 and others receiving votes.
It goes for standard prediction. Standard prediction.
It probably is standard prediction.
Same prediction.
I think you might be right.
Some people might say stupid prediction. Silly prediction.
Yeah, there's no answer to be found in the final 2 minutes of the program, so
No, we won't have
talk
that
amongst
for you.
yourselves with the SP+.
Now, the 2-minute drill, delivered by Moe's Southwest Grill.
Welcome to Moe's!
Try our new steak and queso burrito, bowl, or quesadilla. Featuring the new sirloin steak and lots of queso. Order them today as they come.
Wish you hadn't brought up SP Plus to end the program. Unanswered questions heading into Thursday's showdown.
Good. Makes it. Sometimes you got to give them a homework assignment.
Tony's here. He's got Jaguars today information. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What do we got coming up today there, young man?
We'll have John Oehser should be joining us for the second hour of the program this morning.
Johnny-O!
And we'll be asking fans today.
We got a game tomorrow, don't we?
We do.
Sort of.
We're not super focused on that today, but
what do you mean?
We'll get into it a little bit, I'm sure, at some point, especially with the return of Quincy Williams. That was right at the end of our show yesterday.
I don't know if you understand this, Tony, that the Jaguars have never, ever gone winless in the preseason, I don't believe.
Until you told me, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
You know,
this is a crucial game.
It's one of those.
The Falcons have lost 16 in a row.
In the preseason.
Yes.
Something's got to give.
Something's got to give. It's history tomorrow
Holy
night.
Cow.
Is it worse if you lose this one?
It's 10 times worse.
Because they've lost 16 in a row?
Yes, you can't snap
in the streak. You get handed that first 0-4. Can't happen.
Hey, I'm sorry, you were saying.
No, it's
Johnny-O. What are you talking about
we
today?
got
What's the
Johnny-O. We're asking fans today what position group they're most worried about now that we're inside 2 weeks.
Most worried about.
From the season getting rolling. So, because that answer has been linebacker for a while.
Yeah.
It's almost like worried about or the weakest. Like, is that the same thing?
Yeah. Well, you're worried.
Depends on how
to
you
me, the
look at it,
receiving
yeah.
unit is just a hot mess. I mean, just a hot week. There is nobody on that.
You're worried about it then?
I absolutely am worried.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about D.D. Westbrook. Every other receiver on that team, I'm not sure would make another team. Now, Marquise is a different situation. But
I'd be more worried about receiver than linebacker because I don't think linebacker.
Does Terrell Pryor make the team?
No.
Yeah, no way.
Not right now, I wouldn't think.
So
I think guys like McBride and Board have a shot. Why not give those kids a shot?
Yeah, it'll be whether or not they want to keep 5 or 6.
And again, that speaks to your position when part of your answer is why not.
Well, I'm just talking. I mean, they've
been okay.
They've been better.
They haven't been better than Keelan Cole was when he won a job. We've had guys in the past win a job, 90-yard touchdowns,
and they've also been dealing with whatever the heck's going on with a rookie 6th-round pick as their quarterback. You know, when they're running out there, and look, it is a bit of a different situation than when Chad Henne was the guy that was helping you win a job coming in as the backup quarterback. It's just, and I think it's a big night tomorrow for Gardner Minshew as well. I know Jeff Lageman mentioned this when he was on with us yesterday. He said it's not that they've decided to move away from Gardner, but he thinks he needs to show something. And I think there is something to – they've scored 3 points with Gardner Minshew on the field in the preseason.
They need to get in the end zone.
3.
Yeah, I agree.
3.
I haven't been that impressed as others.
They've scored 17 in the preseason. They've scored
They're going to set an all-time record for I think the record for fewest points is 59, I think.
Oh, we're going to be a little under that.
That's something crazy.
Unless we blow out the Falcons.
There's no way they're
blow out the Falcons.
Yeah, they have to. I think they have to score.
I don't see 40 coming.
I think they have to score 45 to avoid the lowest total in preseason history.
Trey McBride and C.J. Board both have 10 catches this preseason.
Yeah, they've been all right.
Yeah.
They've been all right.
I don't know how they are in special teams.
They both do work on special teams, though, and that's where Pryor, he does nothing.
I'm not disagreeing with you and giving those guys a chance, but I don't think that speaks to the strength of the unit.
Well, I mean,
if you're talking about giving 2 guys that have never played.
Yeah. Is Keelan Cole on this team?
Yes.
He is?
Yes.
You didn't even pause.
No, he's the 4th receiver on this team.
He is.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about DJ Chark and his standing as a.
And I think
is it because of the experience?
It's the experience a little bit. They still like him in the building. And
why?
For whatever the same reasons.
I'm not trying to be.
No. It's the same reasons that they had last year going into the season, and for whatever reason, it didn't work in the second half. I mean, he's still the guy who made that play against New England. He's still the guy who had that big rookie year as an undrafted guy. I think there was a wall that he hit in his second year, and they think that he can work through it as a 4th receiver.
I would have liked to see him.
I'm with you. But I think as a 4th receiver, you've also seen them work him in at punt return.
Yeah,
like
which he's done nothing with.
No, but he is being asked to do special teams things to be a part of the roster. So I would expect
Is there a receiving core in the NFL that you're afraid of that doesn't have a 1 or a 2? I mean, we're talking – this is part of my point. We're bogging out on Keelan Cole, dude.
I'm not
to
bogging
bottom.
down. I'm discussing whether –
not bogging down. I'm just saying that if those – you know, unless there is just like with the bottom 2, unless there is just like Board and McBride, unless there's just like, oh, my God, that's a 70-catch guy.
Sure.
You know, he's Marcus Colston or someone out of nowhere.
Yeah, you don't feel that way about McBride. Or
neither of those guys
and they're all cheap.
For example, neither of those guys has been like the kid out in Oakland on the Hard Knocks show.
No.
Doss, who looks really smooth.
Is there, like, if I mean, you probably have looked at these things, your Jaguars today, like rankings of receiving groups. The Jags got to be like 30 to 32, right?
PFF, a couple weeks ago, heading into training camps, had their rankings. They just did offensive, like the pass catchers, basically. and ranked them, and they were 32nd.
Yeah, so
And I don't think that's unfair. Like,
no, I don't either.
There's no reason to have them in another spot. That doesn't mean they can't outplay 32nd in the league.
I don't mean this to be harsh or negative. It's just a reality of the passing
That's where
game.
they're at.
You brought in Nick Foles, but you didn't bring in Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz.
Sure.
And Nelson Aguilar.
And we've gotten to see him play for all of a quarter.
By the way, Jalen Strong's available.
No, thank you.
Did we have him for 10 minutes? Yeah, we did.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Tone. Thanks, guys.
Jaguars Today is coming up next. As always, our Wednesday program is brought to you by CPR Contracting. Concrete restoration, protection, elevated concrete waterproofing, anything from a high-rise condo downtown to a parking structure or a bridge. These are the guys who can put your investment back together and protect it. Locally owned, general contracting company, serves the southeast region of the U.S. And if your construction industry needs anything concrete related, these guys will help you. You can call 904-723-3500 or log on to cprcontracting.com, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
1010XL salutes the teams, fans, and sponsors of the inaugural Publix Bold City Showcase presented by Sonic. Lee and Bartram Trail, Atlantic